Hello! Welcome everybody to the Watchers!
I'm not saying anything because I don't think he's pressed go yet.
I did it. I did it when we're live, okay? A Dungeons and Dragons game played with good sisters of mine and my friend set in my world of Valeria!
I like sisters from another mister.
We're gonna go through because it's a bit different today. It's episode 10. We're gonna welcome back Jace/Lauren. So the entire crew is back again. Wind is still running through the forest. Much like season 3, Gendry Baratheon, he is still running. But yeah, we're gonna talk about. There's no giveaway today, okay? Sorry, but we're changing things up to give you guys a little bit more. I don't have it on me right now because I don't plan these things apparently, but the first Tuesday of next month, I'm normally very good at planning, but okay, just lay off, alright? But the first Tuesday of next month, we're going to be giving away a hamper, like a loot box hamper, right, for the lucky winner. And we're going to try and connect all the social medias up so everybody gets a chance to jump in on this, and we're going to be releasing who the winner will be in the stream on that Tuesday, and we'll send it off to you, and it can go anywhere. But yeah, so for more information, tonight it's going to be. Sorry, I am skipping over myself. Tonight we're going to be talking about polls and what our theme is going to be for the giveaway tonight. Right. So I just posted in chat what these theme choices you have. You've got Beast and you've got the Hells to choose from. All right. Now you can have your own little campaigns in chat, right, on which wins, right. But the winner will be announced just after the break, just like giveaways are, and that will be our theme. This is kind of helping us out, and it also gives you guys a little bit of interactivity. So you choose, because I mean D&D is a very broad subject, and there's a lot in it. So we don't want to just say D&D, because then people will just throw shitloads of D20s in there, right? But yeah, so yes, open vote. Yeah, the poll is now open. Just ask the mods in chat on how you do it. You put exclamation mark vote space then a number corresponding to either Beast or the Hells. So it's exclamation mark vote dash 0 I think for Beasts, and it's dash 1 for the Hells. All right. So yeah, just put that in and you'll be counted. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you any gold or anything. This is just so you can make a decision for us, because we can't make a decision for us.
We are in course impartial, but you all choose whichever the hells you want.
It's not a hellish decision or anything.
No.
These options were put forward by Tom and Dan at the beginning of the week. We also still have a blind bag to give away. 6 weeks now we've had this.
It's killing me.
We're at 25 subs at the moment. We need 10 subscription points.
We're now using the dice, and we've got
and I tell you what,
Smarties
if we get it by break, right? I'm not wasting any time. Even if it takes more time on the break, I'm going onto my account and I'm adding these fucking emotes because I'm just about done with it, right? Also, speaking of emotes, I'm really sorry, but Twitch have not got off their asses. Sorry, Twitch, but you have not, and you have not put my Nat 20 and my Nat 1s in time, so you guys can't use them. Unfortunately for the night. I'm hoping they're going to be available next week. I'm hoping they are. I've given them 5 days. And they haven't put them through, but I'm hoping they do eventually. I want to talk quickly about KiwiHB on Twitter, who made all our emotes. She's so talented, and she actually created the owl, kind of the image you see with like the recognizable owl you see everywhere. She created that, and she'll be, for a long time, she'll be the person I go to make our emotes. Also, if they can make this quicker, through the weeks, we will be making a fresh line of emotes, so like you guys can mess around. Why are you doing that face?
Thank you.
What?
Harry
Bag rustler.
Oh, right, okay. I thought I said
nearly
something.
defended Richard earlier.
Yeah?
What an interesting mimic chest you have on the table.
I'm going to get to that.
that.
I'm going to get to that. It's a signal boost
Give
time.
it time.
Ooh, it's actually wood.
Yeah, we're going to be going through. It's going to be a little bit longer intro today.
Clearly we want to talk about it
So yeah, for next week, hopefully, Burning 1 Nat 20 and Burning 1 Nat 1 will be there. Also, for Tier 2, you'll have the Burning 1 Girth. So if you want that, it's just a big fat owl, basically. It's amazing.
Good.
And if you are very super generous and you want to go for the Tier 3, you get the Burning 1 Rigged emote. You know, for when you don't win the giveaway and then you just spam the chat with Rig. Alright, next we're going to talk about signal boosts. So, top of the signal boost today is someone that I didn't hear about them until recently. A lot of you know that I DM for a Canadian group, and one of the sisters of the Canadian lot, and as a thank you to me for being their DM, commissioned a mimic chest to throw my way with a lovely little message in it. Yeah, stick that up to that camera, Tom. Can you see that? Good. Yeah. So that mimic chest. By the way, those teeth in that, they look like paper, but they're actually solid. Right. The whole thing is rock hard.
Eyes are so good as well.
And it opens up, and it can be used as a dice tray, maybe a little miniature vault. But yeah, 9 flame creations. Sorry, 9. That's the number 9. Flame creations, all one word, on Etsy. Go check them out. You can get that for 30 quid, custom. You can custom make it for 30 quid, right? And she'll make it for you, and she'll send it over to you. Yeah, just wanted to give her a little bit of a shout out because, I mean, for 30 quid, that's amazing. She also does a load of other stuff as well, like bigger ones as well. So thank you, 9 Flame Creations. Let's get a big, go on, 9 Flame Creations.
I thought we were from Mexico even.
Yes.
Next we're going to go through our usual boring lot. Natural20tables.co.uk.
Boring.
They make custom solid wood tables for use in all tabletop games. They have a table builder on their website where you can create, with Freeform, you can create a table, any table you want. They go from 2-foot sizes to 3-foot to 6-foot long tables, and they're solid wood and they're amazing. Next we're going to talk about Valkyrie-rpg.co.uk. So Valkyrie are the ones who have donated this blind bag to us that we've had for 6 weeks.
Oh, we've had it. Wow.
Surprised to last that long with us.
35 subs, guys,
Yeah.
35 subs. Yes, so they are a group of amazing young ladies who sell Norse-inspired dice. They sell series of dice, so they have series, and within those series there are sets. So in the Midgard series, like Semi-Precious Stones, Jotunheim Bright Colours, Toxic Swirly Colours, Niflheim Glittery. But yeah, they've worked really hard, and right now until the 31st of August, they're doing a 3 for 2, right? So go check them out. Next, we're going to talk about Fire Button Gaming.
Woo!
It's their 7th year anniversary today that they've been doing content creation, and they've just released. Is it Streets of Rage they've just released?
Streets of Rage 2.
With Jay,
The best
Jay and Steve,
Spike.
and Spike. Okay, yeah, where
Spike's in that one.
yeah, so you got Jay, Steve, and Spike in that
Just
one,
before
and
we
it's
got
hilarious. Also, quite a lot of content for Tomb Raider has gone out recently as well. And yeah, I also want to just a small addendum, but I want to give out because they're kind of connected. I want to give out a small shout out to First Aid Spray as well, the podcast, which I will be on the 29th of August talking about the Resident Evil movies. Okay. Now, okay, I'm not going to say much. I'm going to leave it for the podcast, okay? Right? But I quite like the first movie. The rest of them can go do one, but the first one I quite like. But we'll talk about that more on the podcast. Go check out First Aid Spray. But yeah, going back though, Fire Button Gaming, they are a quirky bunch of lads and lasses who have a wacky sense of humour. And yeah, just go check them out if you want some quintessentially British weirdness. They're awesome. Next, we're going to talk about my sister, Zoe Wan Kenobi. Original content. It's just, without fail, without fail
It's the
every
one.
time.
I know.
You know, I try to remove the K.
One week it sounds like wank, and next week it sounds like wang.
So now you guys are never gonna unhear that. Every time you
Sorry.
say it.
Okay, so Zoe is currently taking commissions. She's on Instagram and Facebook and has created all headshot artwork for the Watchers.
I'm not taking on
Not taking commissions anymore because she's a full-time artist.
Woo!
At Eternity. If you live in the Nottinghamshire area, don't know why I said it like that.
Or not. They're that good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Come get a
Travel.
tattoo from my sister. She is fully booked up until just after the 30th. So I would, if you want a tattoo, I would do it as soon as, because it's going to keep getting full.
See your life.
We will have prints for the the Watchers headshots and stuff soon as well. Next, we're going to talk about the Calamus.
Calamus!
Mango.
A tap-to-create app that allows you to make maps of excellent quality for use in all grid-based tabletop RPGs. Follow them on Instagram and Facebook. What's that? It's a giggle in the distance.
They're laughing.
Was it the wind?
Okay. Next, 2 weeks in a row, we're going to talk about us, the Watchers. The Watchers' social links. I mean, if you're here, you know what we're all about. We play D&D. But if you want to follow kind of lore stuff that I stick up constantly, or pictures that the players put up, go follow us on Facebook at The Watchers DND, as in D&D Beyond. The Watchers DND. Instagram, The Watchers DND. Twitter, Watchers DND. Know that. And YouTube, MoistOwlette. Okay? You can find all the links in the stream chat. Or if you're watching on YouTube, the video description.
Don't steal my song.
Nice.
Whew, I don't think... Oh yeah, because I have to mention every week, if you have an Amazon Prime,
I say we may as well start promoting it.
right, you have a free sub, and you
Free.
can give us a free sub for free. You can get emotes. I mean,
Free
eventually,
stuff. Almost
when,
cost nothing.
but you can get free emotes. You may win this blind bag, right?
We need them sandwiches.
Okay, because if you have an Amazon Prime, you have a Twitch Prime, which means you have a free sub. Also, you get twice the chance to win.
Tasty.
Okay, I think that's everything. Anything else from anyone else?
Hi.
Anymore.
I used to be a donkey.
Until what happened?
Dunno.
Okay, excellent. Glad. Good talk. So,
Gotta follow that shit up.
Nope.
before we start, I am going to give a trigger warning, as I did last week. This is a high fantasy, gritty, and dark world in Ilaria. There are gleams of light and humour, but it's not easy living in this world. We will be addressing distressing subjects throughout this campaign. Okay.
What are you gonna do to that baby?
Does she even know there is a baby at the minute?
Nope.
Forewarning.
Spoiler
Spoilers.
alert.
Okay,
Really?
let's go into the intro. Okay. Advent Witness, episode 10. When last we met our heroes. Ulfra's screams could be heard from next door to the Red Hound. You all rushed to her aid when you realized who it was. She was in labor, and you all worked together to deliver the baby into the world. Ulfra went into a magical sleep thanks to the elixir that Ranga had made, but Urgit, the Lord Maedric spokesman, had been called to the house to investigate. Wind hid. Inspira went into the basement with the baby, while Cade made sure Ulfra was comfortable. Aya went to the door and managed to persuade Urgit that Ulfra just had a particularly bad night. Urgit said he would be back in the morning, so the Watchers were against time.
Oh shit.
They all decided that they would go visit the Rebels' lodge, where Hani was stationed and made their exit, while Micah told them that Bagril Bove has left town to go to Defiance Bay. Ulfra was in Cade's hands and the Hollowborn child in Inspira's. They were attacked by one of the denizens of the forest but dispatched it easily. After, Micah had seemingly blacked out, and a voice spoke to them all through her about the recent plights this region has been dealing with, and who may be responsible. Micah didn't remember anything, but was overjoyed that she was chosen, in her words. You all got to the Rebels' lodge, and Cade knocked on the door. some trouble was had, remember in the passphrase before Hani let you all in, though he cautiously let Wind in. Ulfra was cared for by Inspira and Micah, while Hani, Wind, Aya, and Cade spoke about plans in the future of how to deal with Hani's brother, Maedric. A name was chosen for the Hollowborn child. His name would be Adair, after the recent friend they lost, which Ulfra, now awake, appreciated and accepted.
Almost ball.
Never was.
While talk about future plans were taking place, Wind was packing his things in his bindle. A crack and a whoop was heard as an image seemed to move through a crack in the lodger's kitchen in midair. A heavily robed individual moved through it, surrounded by blues and whites. He addressed the room with his greetings and gave Wind orders which Wind accepted. The figure made his farewells, and so did Wind, after a heated discussion with Hani. Micah gave him Maliki's blessing, and he disappeared into the forest. A long rest was had, and a familiar voice could be heard downstairs in the kitchen. Ruby had returned, and Inspira dived onto her, much to Ruby's dismay. The game is yours.
Got to deal with that now. That's what you get for leaving us for 2 weeks.
I missed you so much!
It's good to see you too.
Pretty much like what just happened.
That would be holy pants then.
That would be the devil child, wouldn't it?
I'm upstairs.
Yeah. Yeah,
Are we
she's
still,
still
are we
here.
still upstairs? Well, we're making our
It was
way
like
down.
you ran down. It was the morning, wasn't it?
Inspira was just up first.
Yeah.
And
What?
So-
after a baby.
Just
We
for the sake-
delivered
I
a
was still
baby.
upstairs.
Which
but-
order did that happen in?
Okay, so we delivered the baby with that stuff you gave us, and then we figured that it might help the baby because it was poorly or sick, whatever word we're using right now. So we gave it some elixir, which helped. It did help, and we figured it was gonna die if it didn't have it, so we'd rather make it comfortable, so we gave it the elixir. And then it was fine, and then we named him Adair.
I like that.
This morning
I
he's
decided-
now 7 foot tall and he's got 4 arms. Roll initiative.
Johnny Cage.
Killed by a baby.
But mother and baby are okay.
Good.
Are they still here?
Yeah.
So you can go see them.
I will.
You did save the baby's life and the mother's life.
No, you did.
Oh no, because you brought the elixir.
But you
We
delivered
had
it.
no idea where it was.
You delivered it though.
Sort of. I cut the cord thing. I snipped it with my knife. Don't know why I did that then.
So you know, scissors exist in this world.
Why do you use scissors when you have weapons?
Exactly, and I didn't have them
Great
in my hand.
tax.
Well done.
Do I get an approving look?
Where's the real Ruby? What have you done with him?
Where did you go?
I'm on my way downstairs. Just took him out.
Are you making your way down? Cade?
Yeah.
So Aya and Cade, you hear the heavy footfalls of and the clattering of a heavily armored dragonborn.
You haven't got any quieter, have you?
And
Nope.
you don't hear Aya coming down the stairs because it's Aya.
Just magically put.
Tiring the footsteps with mine.
Yeah.
That's why.
What time is it?
So right now it's about 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, well.
Way too early to be this hyper.
You fall asleep, Piper, and you wake up, Piper.
That's so true. Okay.
I'd be worried if you weren't.
I'm probably sick.
Well,
Good thing there's a cure for that usually.
does Ruby look the same?
She looks like Ruby.
Nothing's changed. I'm sorry though, I had a call and had to go and follow it.
Call.
My god wanted me to meet somebody.
Ooh.
There's a lot of that going around at the minute.
Yeah, we had some asshole with us called Wind or something.
Hey, the kid was
He
fine.
worshipped a murder god, Baal.
Don't approve.
Me neither. She was fine with it though.
Of course.
taken from the... You're still a fucking kid. It wasn't... He didn't join this place by choice. You know what it can be like?
He has just
Fucking
chosen to
street.
go to them, though. Go to them.
Yeah, because what more than a couple of days with us is not gonna undo years of brain manipulation, is it? I mean, he's just still a young mind. You just spoke to him. He wasn't.
He was okay.
He didn't just want to go around stabbing everything.
Flew in on a dragon, we had no choice.
Yeah.
And
You can't argue with that for an arrival.
It was pretty badass. It was really cool.
Yeah. But hey,
It was
people
fun.
have skills. People have skills. They're good at what they're good at.
I don't really think he knew what he was doing with the dragon. I think it was just a chance encounter. But it was really awesome.
Yeah.
What was the dragon called?
Avis.
Droppy,
Yeah.
droppy.
A black dragon that thought he was copper. Lucky us.
Killed the
A
green dragon.
A colorblind dragon. I don't know if they all are, but this one was confused. He thought he was a good one. Who knows?
Well,
Plus for us.
he can still be good, even if his colour's
Yeah.
wrong.
I mean, he was polite. He asked if he could kill us before he did.
That's better than most ones that attack us.
Yeah.
And you're still in one piece.
Yeah. Well, he nearly killed an old man.
We, yeah, not we.
Huh? I said he.
No, I was correcting myself.
Oh.
The kid asked a favor of the dragon because we went to go get the blacksmith stuff from way in the woods. Eventually found it, and it was a pretty big crate. So I asked the dragon to, for fool his words, drop it off. And the poor old dragon, he did what he was told. He flew to that unsuspecting poor village and he literally dropped it off. But no one was killed. It's fine.
Nearly.
It's a dragon. High risk, high reward. It's fine.
See, the village haven't completely cleared out after a dragon visit at least.
They did put a bounty on him, but it was overlooked, I guess.
No, it was taken down by a favor for a few days. We need to get that removed when we
Collect the green
Invade.
bounty, right? Collect the green bounty, right?
we don't know where that is.
Yeah, we need to go find that.
They
That's
kill.
That's a lot of gold to just be sat there in the middle of the woods somewhere.
I know, we need
Hey,
to
just
find
like loses, he stares off into the middle distance, just like,
Bye.
yeah. And then we're here with all these fine chaps. Dropping off her lady over there. And that's the Ulfric there. And the kid.
Have you made any plans here?
Still need people.
Yeah, aren't we supposed to be going
Apart
to...
from going south,
Fire's
we
back.
we finally need to go south. There's a lot of things that way.
I'd like you to stop by the fort before we go to Defiance Bay. Sort of promised a Goliath that we'd give him a hand.
A Goliath?
Fort.
It's like in a big thing.
Help? Everyone was asking a single other question. Like,
He sings a lot while he hums a tune.
Really?
Mm.
I want to meet him!
oh no.
I knew that would get you interested.
Clear your throat, James. You need to perform.
Oh, I can hum.
There's a lot of, well, it was more undead souls to deal with, which is why he couldn't go down to collect this book.
Okay.
And I have a feeling it's somewhere connected to something we need to visit together.
Is this where you've been?
Is he paying us by singing to us?
What?
I'm sure we can negotiate that.
This sounds preposterous.
Everything's a payment.
Nope.
Except green dragons.
What if we promise to find the green dragon eventually?
Hmm?
What if we promise to find the green dragon eventually?
That's a lot of woods.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna happen. By the time we get to it and find that thing, it'll be rotten. You can't prove you just killed something when it's rotten.
You don't have any scales or anything from the fight on your weapons?
It wasn't our fight. This, Avis, he killed it himself. The Black Dragon. Now that bounty's just lay rotten in the woods somewhere up north. Up north.
He was really sad about that.
I can tell. I'm just gonna
I mean, I'll sleep eventually, but it's fine.
I think I caught her crying about it the other day.
No.
quiet whimpers.
Yeah.
Just don't ask her to sing the Rainbow Song anytime soon. She breaks down about halfway.
How does that go?
I don't know.
Remind me. How's the tune go?
I don't know. I haven't got my drums, I left them upstairs.
I thought Dragonborns were good with scales. I go sit down for some breakfast.
But
Breakfast time.
I wonder if they do
although we did
sandwiches.
pick up a shitload of rations yesterday for
Yes, he gave us. A load. Yeah, they stocked us up last night. There's probably some around for yourself.
Oh,
I'm
shit,
sure
I
you'll
have a
get the same share.
Oh, I have a gift for you. Let me
Gift.
find it.
What?
Gift.
animated gift.
I'm gonna get gifts every time I
Thinking Spirit
vanish.
is an animated GIF.
Yep.
I wish I'd never brought that up at the minute. I think it's a cloak. It's a green cloak. Here, it's yours.
Where was that from?
Where was that from?
Can you not ask me to remind you? Thanks.
Where was
It is from. Oh! It's from Wind. Wind
Oh,
found
he
all these
picked-
things and then he gave us a load of stuff, and I got this really cool thing. I don't know what it is, but she got a cloak.
What did I get? What did I get?
Memory serves right. I'm pretty
Oh.
sure you had a bit of gold in there as well somewhere,
Yeah,
but it's probably best not to broach that.
Was it just a couple of things and
Three.
you got them, or did we all get something?
we all got
No,
something.
it was at the camp.
300 silver pieces as well, and 2
Yeah, I don't
potions
think
of
I've got
Oh, 1 potion of healing. Go me and my phone notes.
I'm gonna say that. I'm pretty sure I got them.
Good start.
You did
young
get
boy.
something. Everyone got something.
Would you like me to? Just read them off?
Oh, was it the episode before?
Mm.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah. Sorry, it was the episode before. That's why I didn't. Because I looked last episode, I was like, I didn't get anything. But yeah, I got the crow feather talisman.
Oh, right.
Yes. Apologies. It was 2 episodes ago.
Hani is currently at the table, scoffing his face full of some dried meats, and he shouts through the lodge, "Boys, dinner's up!" And you hear just a lot of stomping as his other colleagues, and there's more of them this time. There's 7 of them that come down the stairs. And they just all kind of meander around this kitchen. This kitchen is easily the biggest room in the house.
Obviously.
It has a big island in the middle, and everybody's kind of eating off it, standing up. Conversation turns to finding a new safe house. Hani
Fucking
says, I don't trust this place anymore. What with your friend and his mysterious benefactor appearing out of nowhere.
Fair.
Just in case you didn't know, their friend who they brought in, who I did not trust, by the way, he had a master of some sort who ripped open time and space, said hello to all of us, but then gave this wind orders and then left.
Gone with the wind.
So we need to leave. Go elsewhere.
Is there anyone?
such drama.
Wait, isn't there the... No, it's not a good idea. It doesn't matter. Carry
You
on.
know how big this place is? You know how big this world is? There's plenty of spaces.
Have you got anywhere in mind?
We were thinking about the mill down south with the troll in it. Or the...
It's the other one on the shortcut.
Maybe... Exactly. Or maybe the cave where the wolves are.
And nobody picked up.
It's a deep cave. It would serve as a great launch pad for what we have planned. No one would think to go in a cave.
Well, if you could make it a bit deeper, you could hide an army in a cave.
Exactly. There are rumors that this cave goes elsewhere, but well, we would have to explore it.
I want to go exploring.
It didn't look like it was covered in cobwebs. I can handle that. For a change.
What?
They didn't know there was any cobwebs on this cave. I can handle that one. James is like
Grubs up.
putting his
girls
spider
too.
miniatures away.
For once, I don't have spider minis.
So it's around 6 a.m. You just shouted all your men downstairs for dinner. Poor fools have to miss breakfast and second breakfast.
Well, you see, depending on the region you're in, depends on what you eat. We have breakfast in the evening. It's just strange.
Huh?
It's just the way it works, you
That's
know?
not breakfast?
You are a funny guy.
Well, not where you're from, but where I'm from, we have breakfast in the evening.
Oh.
That's supper. Or supper too.
Now, that's something we can agree on. Supper is had in the morning.
Makes perfect sense.
I am so confused.
Lunch we have about sundown, maybe, you know. It's just...
Where are you from?
Here? What's your problem? Where are you from?
Did this guy walk downstairs or roll downstairs?
Right? Have you hit your head recently? I still really like you though. I still think you're amazing.
I'm starting to like you a little less.
No, don't do that!
I'm sorry, my breakfast nearly came back.
So are you hitting these caves with us or?
We have, we want to explore elsewhere. These were just options. I don't think we'd be up to the task. I would be, so I would accompany you, but the rest of them
Are
probably
they
too...
dopey?
That sounds like a very good foundation for an army.
Listen, they have potential, okay? And as you kind of look around the room, they all look really, really sleepy and just like...
One random guy stood at the end of the fly buzzing around.
Yeah, and they don't look the best, like, in shape. They may be good hunters, but you don't think they've got a lot of experience in killing under their belts.
Okay, I think if you gave them one punch, they'd be down.
Maybe after breakfast.
Well, we got all day, so...
Oh, you're on about the men or the wolves?
Both.
Can we have a cup?
I mean, I'm going to venture off to the east. We are at the base of the mountains. We might be able to find another cave along the edge, potentially. Well, down south, but far down south. Like, there is not. We would have to go by the ruin. I do not like going by that thing.
The fact that it's called a ruin doesn't leave me much hope.
I don't know much about it. I just know that as soon as I look through those gates, it gives me the chills.
Do you see anything moving?
I don't look long enough. I run in the opposite direction.
Perfect hideout, actually. If people run in the opposite direction when they're looking.
I guess. You think you could tackle it? Maybe.
I was eating bacon, what was that?
Well, it's about, well, it was near where you first met me, actually. About a half day's journey southeast from where I was, on that road in the Easternwood. You would have seen you should have been able to see the top of it in the Deadwood. It's just off to the east.
You saw that. As we were going there.
Oh!
Someone saw that, didn't you?
It was me. 1 second.
So which direction?
I mean, as long as it's south,
Fort that you need to
because helping's great. Always up for a helping, but yeah, as long as it's south, we may be persuaded, because we gotta head that way soon.
Well,
Even if just to find out who the heck we are right now.
understandable. If you're heading south, you will need to go by this ruin anyway. It is a highway. Many people try to swim across the Serpent Beck, but they don't normally survive. Get washed out into the ocean.
Was the fort east? Was that the direction of the fort?
It was east from the Deadwood. Yeah. Southeast from where you met him, where you first met him. And from here, it's a good 4 days kind of journey where you currently are.
To the east, did you say?
Yeah.
Just to the fort. 4 days east. Where's the thing that he wants? Southeast.
You mean the ones that he originally suggested?
No, where we were just talking about.
Oh, that's from here. It would be southeast east from here,
How
and a
far?
4 days journey
No.
from here.
So boom, boom, boom. It's a long ass walk.
I mean-
4 days.
I'm still learning to be what's that damn word?
A good person?
No, Dema. I don't know. Where you ask everyone their opinion, and it matters.
How
Demographic?
urgent is your
Demographic.
Wait, no, that's not the right
Democratic.
You mean democratic?
Democratic. That's the one. That's the one. I'm still getting used to that. Don't forget, that's not my fault either. Been master my own rules for so long, so I'm getting there. I'm
How far
learning.
away are we from Defiance Bay from here?
I'm learning.
From here, you're a good couple of weeks, so 20 days.
It's 4 days.
But
Micah comes in. You've not met Micah yet, properly. But
we gotta
she
go
will-
across that river anyway, which is back
So
there.
the one
Albay
with the
River.
cathedral?
Albay
Like
Corner.
there's a stream going up and there's a cathedral. Is that the building?
that's the ruin.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. If you recognize that.
So we have got to go past Albay.
Yeah,
Go on.
we gotta cross the river there anyway.
Animal handling?
I'm lost with my directions. I'm gathering my bearings. It's early morning. First breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Can we take me
First
over?
dinner, actually.
Or is it supper?
Hmm?
Let's to her.
Don't confuse the situation.
This is not
Confused Kate's
confusing.
brain.
It's clear. Dinner's in the morning.
Kate, it's food. That's all you need to know.
I ain't arguing.
I think the ruin is what I need to head towards. Sign's right.
There is a big thing in that general vicinity that looks scary.
Like the troll?
It's
The
not.
owlbear.
No.
The owlbear was there, wasn't it?
Oh, you mean at the stream? I thought about the ruins. Fair enough.
I don't think there is a troll there, is there?
I don't know.
There's 2 trolls in the dead zone, in the dead trees. Dead wood. There's 2 trolls in the dead wood that you know about, but they didn't bother you. They were
Yeah,
just-
Neither did the wolves, to be fair. But the owlbear didn't see us. We'll have to be on full stealth.
yeah, you guys got very lucky with that one.
Are we brave enough to take on an owlbear though? Can we train it? Can we keep it?
You do that. And then
In my experience,
let whatever his
no.
name is fly.
I would not try and tame an owlbear.
But they'd make such good pets.
Good luck, because
This
it
room
won't
goes
happen.
back.
Oh no. Okay, no, we don't. We kill it. We'll kill it. Can I get my
There's still
approval?
some fresh
Yeah.
stuff over there if you don't want the dried stuff. That's what I'm having. Fresh raw stuff. I don't know what your particular taste is. Whether it's more human or whether it's more
It all goes down the same order.
carnivorous.
Let's head back for the ruin.
Adapt and survive.
But yeah, Micah comes
Oh,
in
friendly
and
group.
she looks at you. Oh, hi.
This is Jace.
Ruby.
Ruby.
What?
This is Frank.
Inspire sneezed.
Who you introduced you to?
Micah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. She didn't meet Micah.
you've met. You weren't conscious.
Oh,
Oh, you're the one I was protecting.
oh. You,
Ah, yeah, of course.
have I got you to thank for helping me?
Them as well.
But she, right now, she comes in and her hair is a mess. She's obviously been tossing through the night. Still got her druid robes on, brown and greens. But she says, me and Ofra, we've been speaking since about 4 o'clock. We're going to stay here, wherever you think we should stay, but we want to stay with. And she just makes a nod at Hani and them.
Probably a good idea for now.
When you can find a place, we'll move. We'll go. Ofra has gone back to sleep.
Have you had any more contact with Maliki?
One mum down.
The only blackout I had was sleeping. So if you heard any voices in the night, maybe, but
Just Aya crying over the lack of money.
Like a dragon head.
that's what that was?
Yeah. She thinks she doesn't do it. So funny.
I thought it was a sad squirrel or something. They normally make that sound.
She really likes money.
Which half reminds me, we're going to have to do some talking when we go back to Silvertree.
Sounds serious.
Not us, I mean, in general. Took our way out of trouble.
Oh yeah. Forgot about him.
About what?
What did you do?
We didn't do
Mr.
anything.
Swanky Pants coming back to see us in the morning and us
I mean,
heading out the way.
I said she had a real bad infection. What's that stuff? What's that thing we had? She had that.
That was a tiefling thing. No, it wasn't. Okay.
No, that is racist.
But he's gonna question as to why she's not there. Should we get like a little thing? I'll dress
She
up as
got real
her.
bad.
Go
no,
back. Go back
let's
to the wolves.
not complicate this.
She died.
She died. She's not going back there. She died in the night. Took her
Someone's for an
away.
agreement.
We didn't clean up there. The blood. I don't think we cleaned up there.
Damn.
The blood's still there on the floor. This thing,
If they think she's dead, then she won't be tracked.
But what if they think we've done it? We were the last ones in the house. Then she disappears.
he
'cause
looked
she's
over
dead.
my shoulder.
Okay. Let's just.
No
go.
one's.
Yeah, he did see Ulfra in there, and Cade over her body, like just comforting her and trying to kind of keep her safe.
Okay.
So,
I was nowhere to be seen.
You weren't there yet, so you wouldn't have seen
yeah.
her.
Stage 2 lie, maybe. No need to go all the way to 5.
I mean, if he does get problematic, I'm sure Silvertree won't miss him.
Kill him there and then.
I mean, if the thing's happening,
That'd be-
thing's happening, he's not going to be around too long anyway, so.
That'd be a little insane.
And what with the plan that we
Exactly.
had, if he was to disappear, Ruby could take his place.
I could.
You do voices?
With practice.
Can you act like that much of an asshole though?
Yes.
Wow.
Isn't that hard?
She turned into me.
Exactly.
It's true. Very true.
It's beautiful.
Okay. Well,
Well, I'm gonna go back in now and look after the baby.
how is the baby?
Still strange.
Any effects on the skin?
Seems to have got past that. He drinks, he eats, but
We told you how much we gave him, so look how much is in that bottle. That'll last you a long time.
I don't think it's a cure. I think it's more keeping
No.
it at bay, whatever it is.
But you got all that. Only needs a little.
Probably got about a month of supplies before he becomes a problem again.
If it becomes a problem again.
I don't know. Like it might not be a problem.
Maybe it's just a phase. He'll grow out of it.
Silver
Or
monkey
we'll
things.
find something to help him,
Yeah, that too.
which is more likely.
Which, yeah. Until then, we need to find out who the hell we are. Because I'm having weird dreams.
Are they about green dragons?
No.
Money?
Is it about breakfast?
No.
Is an evil god trying to get inside your head?
He pops in from time to time. I'm not a follower. You know I'm not a follower. I don't follow any. That's just because of who I am.
Who's popping in? Who's popping in?
The guy in the fire.
I told you mine. You should tell us.
Do we know yours?
I think we said it the other episode.
We're all
In
friends.
short, Mephisto.
That's covering again.
I have no idea who that is.
In terms of in the books.
Make either a history or no, just a history
Mephistopheles.
check.
Nope.
Special.
That's the name
Oh,
you'll
wait,
find in
'cause
the books, but it's more of a
6.
family tree thing than a committed follower.
What's he saying?
Hmm?
What's he saying to you?
Just more vision. There's not usually words.
So what
Just fire. Build up. of anger. You've seen it.
If he asks you to do anything, suggest you don't.
Ah. You know me.
Voices and heads
Don't
tend to be
follow
good thing.
instruction very well.
I haven't heard from him.
Yeah, don't follow instruction very well.
In this circumstance, that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's just an imprint. It's an effect rather than being a communication line.
Do you get angry after the vision?
During, I wake up usually with cramps from just being so tense, just being in the presence of that fire.
Salty bacon, I'll fix the crumbs for you.
Try Cade's remedy.
That dried stuff? Nah, it's gotta have that blood running through it.
Wait, we've got bacon?
Hmm?
We have bacon?
Most important part of the conversation. Bacon.
Bacon pancakes.
With that conversation and you kind of saying all that, the 7 colleagues of Hani are kind of looking at you right
Oh,
now
not again.
suspiciously.
We gotta quit the evil god chat.
Hey, I just won't get any lies out of me.
It's okay. Nobody's gonna
Again.
come out of the walls.
Is as you heard, not a follower.
One of them
This is
whispers
kind of how you
something
get like this.
to Hani. Hani shakes his head. He kind of looks a little bit upset. Not Hani, but the guy. But he just breaks eye contact and just goes back to what he was eating.
Yeah. I mean, I never really knew where I truly came from, but from the parts I try and find out and understand, my ancestors or parents or whatever were probably like all you guys, just
If you ever
humans.
find yourself in Defiance Bay, which I imagine you will, or
someday.
maybe this ruin or somewhere else will have information, but you're of hellish blood. Both of you.
Yeah.
This is why you're looked down upon, and I will support you if you support me. But if you wish to know more about yourselves, then I would go to a big city. See their libraries, their archives. Learn. If you have the facts, no one can touch you. As long as you keep on the right track.
Yeah, been to a lot of places in my life. When you have time, try and read about little things.
Look
Where-
at you,
what I
bit of
am.
a bookworm over here on your side.
What I am, who I am. Otherwise, it'd just be another human, right? In the nicest way possible.
I'm literally finished.
I just sure hope whichever relative it was got everything they wanted and everything they fucking deserved.
Language.
The
That's cap.
place you want to visit is the Hall of Revealed Mysteries. It's headed by an individual.
Whole, you say?
The Hall of Revealed Mysteries. It's headed by an. You can't really call him an individual. He's a statue. His name's Ethelmore. stuck himself in a stone statue because he refused to die, and you gotta respect that, right? But he has a lot of knowledge. He might be able to help.
How? If he's a stone statue.
He is in it. He can talk.
Some of the things that we've seen already in the last few weeks. The statue that talks to you, not that high.
Yeah.
But
Point taken.
no, I'm just pointing out. It's all good. Go.
All I know is there was some war. And with your ancestors. There was some war, and sometimes it causes some problems. Up here.
It's both of you?
Hmm?
Just both of you or just you?
Nope, both of them.
No,
He's looking
it's
at both.
kind of the whole origin of how you get like this.
It
People
wasn't no
wanting power.
mortal war.
Hey, I'm only half a
Possessions.
tiefling.
Kind of like a soul
I only
trade.
have one horn.
He was gonna say something, but he chose against it.
I want to know what he was going to say.
Tough tea.
Always thought
Investigation.
in spirit was a horn short of a full tiefling. You know what I'm saying?
High five.
She just winks. She just winks and smiles.
The game both disapproving looks, don't worry.
Debuff.
So, where do we go now? Final decisions, guys. We need to make one. Because I need to take these two girls somewhere safe.
We'll go to the ruins.
I know it would have been a long way around, but okay. The quicker we do it, the quicker we find out what the hell's going on.
There's a bottomless maze in it.
Sounded like Shaggy then. What the hell's going on?
Boy Scoob!
Zoinks!
Okay. And he kind of he points and he kind of barks orders at each of his colleagues, and also hangs his head as apparently one of them died during the night. There were 8 of them,
What?
but on the hunt, one of them had been killed
They can't even hunt.
Bye.
by a bear.
Just
Even
a bear.
I could hunt as a
big
child.
bear.
I mean,
An album.
I
Not
know.
an owl bear.
I
mean,
know.
just a
I know what they feel like.
bear. Uh-huh.
A couple weeks back, that big fucker.
So it's why I'm up so early. I had to bury him.
We're sorry.
Do you need any prayers said over him?
I've already done it. Thank you, though.
So, same password?
What is it, Cade?
The weeds have edges. The weeds have edges.
Something about
I
that.
would say the past phrase for now. If we're moving elsewhere, there wouldn't be one. Just for now, since anyone in this room, we're the only ones who know.
And wind.
But he doesn't know about the other locations, which is why we're moving in the first place.
We're sorry about that.
You was
It's
hard.
fine.
Powerful beings, magical means.
I somehow feel that's not going to be the last we see of that little cat.
He was funny though.
I had a thread
He worried
hanging off
me.
my cape.
Same.
Fucking bastard. Okay.
And it wasn't for his health, it was for ours.
Bit of both with us, I think.
I'm wearing a lot of armour, so I don't want to make the effort to stand up if we're not actually going now.
We're going.
Alright, so Hani says he's going to scout the outer edges, the base of the mountains. He knows the area quite well. He's going to see if he can see any kind of caves or outcroppings that they could make into kind of a temporary stronghold for now. He gives you 10 days of rations. As the party as a whole gives you 10 rations.
That's what we marked down.
And he's already given you this. He's already given you stuff. Well, he gave Inspira something, but
Another cake.
well, until next we meet,
Oh, yeah.
friends, because we are friends now. Yes.
Really?
I shouldn't have said that, shouldn't
Just
No.
nod. It's wise.
Smile and wave.
I? Uh-huh.
It makes a
I
heart, see?
don't know what that means.
It's a
Just
nod.
nod.
I've
nod.
seen many hearts. That is not a heart.
Now.
No, it isn't. Do you want me to show you one? He just goes to the back to one of the like butchered deer that he's
Just
got.
his mate.
Kind of
Gary's out the garden.
flicks out a hunting knife and you just hear cuts out a quite large, meaty heart, a hearty heart.
Like a nice snack.
He can eat that.
This is a heart. We use it in stews normally.
That was so cool.
I've already done that before. I've
Makes
already
good
seen one.
broth. The blood thickens it up. Something
She's right.
right.
Can we try it?
Sure.
What now?
Here you go.
Raw?
Are you eating it?
It beats
I mean-
one.
Throws it back. Catch!
Don't.
Roll.
Wait, so you grabbed it, you said you wanted to eat, and then you didn't.
Not raw.
Okay, he does catch it. Catches it. He just puts it back down.
I like my food cooked.
We're throwing hearts around the kitchen, but you're scared of a cat. This place.
This is the way of life.
The cat's alive.
This is survival.
Yeah.
You gotta beat the meat, not throw it. Gonna make that tender. That's not gonna happen through the air.
Anyway,
That was legit terminology. I'm not apologising for that.
you don't mean to. It's fine. Well,
Ruins.
Ruins.
yeah, he kind of gives
Episode
all
11.
his, over a kind of about a 15 to 20 minute time period, he gives each person in the house kind of shifts. Because right now he has everybody on kind of a 2-person shift. Now everybody's watching the house, keeping it safe while he's gone and you guys are gone, especially. Micah's also going to help out. She's going to cast a few spells around the house to kind of ward it, put some glyphs of warding down, and put some spike growth down so they know if if there is going to be any intruders.
Little Miss Nature wanted to kill the worm.
Especially ones as fast as that wind fellow. These should help. Thank you, Micah. Says, no problem. It should slow anyone down who moves through them. Unless they've seen it, but I think we're safe here. Thank you so much for helping me. And I will let Ulfra know that you'll be back, because she was asking for you.
I'll just take care.
Take care of little Cade.
It's there, eventually.
Intimidation.
We didn't decide on Cade. We didn't decide on Tade, even.
Yeah.
It could be his middle name.
I rolled a natural one.
It could have been his
So
middle
misheard
name.
as Tade.
We could have had a middle name.
Can we ask her for a middle name?
She's not awake, and I don't really want to wake her, so... I will put the suggestion through.
Inspiro.
So she walks back into the kind of recreation area, and Hani gives you all a handshake and nod, puts on his this haversack he's got,
And says, I'll be back.
puts on a longbow over his right shoulder, a couple of scimitars, and walks out the back door.
Without saying I'll be back. That's rude.
He's going to the chopper.
Bye!
He's already said that.
Bye again.
Fuck you, asshole.
This isn't a phone call. You can't just keep saying bye.
Yeah, okay.
You put
Bye.
it down. You put it down. You got the door.
Put the cookie down.
So are we
No.
gonna,
Go.
Let's
we're all
go.
gonna die.
We gotta go a long way around. Let's go.
So, is this heading towards Albert Corner?
Mm-hmm.
We've got to go that way anyway.
Right.
Where are you heading to, sorry?
The ruins.
You're
You
going
saying
directly
We've got
to-
to go past the Albert Corner.
Got to
that
cross
we-
the river.
No, the owlbear. So you guys. I'm trying to give you a kind of reference.
I'm just being cautious. That's
So. Basically, no. The river, the Serpent
West.
Beck, it's going down into Defiance Bay. You guys are up here. The river's up here. The ruin is here, right? And the owlbear was here. So you guys are going this way. So you can
Okay.
easily.
Great.
Ruin and then river. Cool.
He's just telling us that throws off. Right.
You could easily like avoid that part of the forest.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Entertainment
Stop
owlbears.
making tracks.
Are you stopping off at Silvertree? Or are you going? Are you just avoiding?
We should
avoiding?
probably stop off.
What for?
If we have to go back there again,
What for?
are we never gonna have to go back there?
We're going a long way around right now. We may as well come back past the wolves, take
Do we
ahead.
need-
Is
Let
there
it around.
anything still there?
Do we need to let them know she's dead?
That's what I thought. Like,
We'll pick up as new badges when we've done.
but it's more for her. If they think she's alive, they'll look for her. If
She
they
had-
think she's
They're not going to look for her, they don't care.
okay.
She
we'll
had
look
no
for her.
family or anything there that I could make her aware I was aware of.
I just
She,
meant
you talking about Ulfra?
Mm.
Yeah, she said that she was she was alone.
I meant
Yeah.
the guy
I
that
mean,
was suspicious. But it don't matter.
if they want to break their
He's not good
backs,
looking for us either.
waste all their resources looking for one girl. These guys are moving anyway. And if they're looking for us, if we get a bad name, I mean, the next time we go to that town is kind of going to be part of a revolution, so I, for one, don't really care.
You go. We'll
Okay.
check.
Spirit Fox off. No, I'm joking.
We're going in the wrong direction.
Okay, so you make your way for the first day of travel. You get just beyond, just based on your map bearings, you'd be about a 3-hour walk from Silvertree to the southeast of Silvertree before you have to kind of have a break and pick up your camp for the night. Who wants to go on the... So it's about 8 o'clock in the evening right now. Who wants to go on the watch? We're going to need 3 people.
I'll take first. Don't
First?
trust Saxon.
So,
Second? Third?
No, you can go.
Oh, third?
No, I'm a dumbass, so he can go.
First, second, third.
I don't know. What roles it normally? Perception.
Just not doing the
Oh,
middle watch
strong
ever
spirit.
again since it almost gets me killed.
Okay. So roll your perception check, please.
Ooh, 21.
Nice. Yes, you see the owlbear come storming straight towards you.
So ready for it?
You hear some... So during the night, you stay close to everyone this time, keeping the entire camp close. Just past history with camps has not been good, so keep everyone close in the middle, and you start noticing, well, hearing first, some like just like chickens, kind of moving through the forest, though the footprints they're doing, or rather the footsteps are heavy. And the sound is loud. You hear it again.
Stop
but it doesn't seem to come near you. Hasn't seemed to notice you guys. Always just avoiding the fire. You're not sure. You can't really see anything. Just like the occasional rustle of leaves and trees. But then it kind of moves off and doesn't bother you. Okay, so you go to bed. You wake up, Aya.
Say there are large chickens wandering around the forest.
The fact that you're playing The Witcher right now when you said that makes me very paranoid.
What?
I heard large chickens.
I'm just happy about the terminology we're using right now.
Okay.
I could have been wearing boots, but it was large chickens.
Large chickens, boots. Got it.
Good night.
Get back on.
Literally just say just lie down, it's like, not gonna say another word about it.
Okay, Aya, could you make a perception check for me?
17.
17, right. Again, you kind of sit where Ruby was, in the middle of the camp, and you just, during your watch, you see the occasional just odd wild animal, beast moving through. Squirrel here, there's just a flock of geese just go over you, but other than that, nothing catches your eye. Or
Think about what that squirrel would sound like
if it was sad.
if it.
We'll pick up on that on another episode.
Enjoy before next week's show.
Okay.
Why am I really confused? Should I know?
You wake up.
Because that's what you said what I sound like when I cry.
Oh shit, yeah.
Micah said that. She said you sounds like a sad squirrel. You wake up, Cade, and then you head to sleep. Is there anything you want to say?
Something. I didn't see Jack, but
Who's Jack?
exactly, I didn't see Jack. But something about big chickens and boots.
Chinese whispers, but we can.
Yeah.
What?
You ever play the Larian Whispers?
What?
The Larian Whispers?
Shit, I just woke up. What's that?
Telegram from a chicken wearing glasses. Good night. I purposefully did that. I go to sleep.
Come on, that's the one.
Perception check.
11.
You
Are attacked viciously by a chicken wearing glasses.
Glasses and boots.
So you are.
With his telegram.
You sit in the same kind of central position. You're just next to the fire, and you sit on this little three-legged stool, and you look out, but you start getting distracted. Is your name Jack? You start getting distracted by hunger, the usual. So you start just looking through your pack for a little bit extra. Can you mark off that you've eaten a day's of rations?
Such forcing.
We've been
Lemba spread.
Been walking for 3 hours. A day gone.
It's fine because you can eat one of the chickens.
And then as you kind of eat the last portion of this kind of chicken leg that you were given,
I go, I'm getting beyond Sconce.
is it being a ding dong?
Mine was a little bit slower.
Just make sure that one went out. Should be on 13. No, we didn't. Bosh. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. I also noticed that you have 2 half plates still in your inventory. You should get rid of them. Because you sold them, didn't you?
Yes.
Let's try and make 4.
Well, they wouldn't have none on it, would they?
So, douchebag, he gave you fucking 1,000 fucking gold for it.
Should have been 1,500.
Shouldn't have been nothing.
Right, it shouldn't have been nothing.
Meta game in Dragonborn. So,
I don't even know.
Yeah, so as you finish your kind of last bite, you
No.
sense...
Spidey sense.
You do. It's you sense something flying over. Can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Chicken flies into his head.
Telegram. Wisdom. Is that what you really went there?
Wisdom.
You went with wisdom.
No, I didn't go with wisdom. That's what it is.
10.
10.
Such wise.
So you just, as this presence washes over you, the first time it's ever happened, you drop the chicken leg on the ground. It just like you get spooked, and it's just like it flies into the fire.
Just the sound of cake dropping through my eyes.
Nobody saw it.
Something is terribly wrong.
But but shortly after, you hear the voice of Avis.
Oh.
He circles around and he pops down.
Casual giant dragon pops in.
He crashes.
Everybody's
Like
tents
he
have gone.
crushes 3 trees as he does it, but he tries to make it as quiet as possible. But
Wakes us all
you
up.
all wake up.
Avis! Sorry.
Hello.
Hi, pretty!
Avis.
Where is Cat?
He was called by his
Was
by
he
his people.
eaten?
Not yet.
No, not yet. Very lean, very stringy. I'd imagine.
Have you eaten Cat?
I would not.
I mean, out east, they eat some funky stuff.
I've
I don't
eaten
know.
Big Cat.
Yeah.
How big?
And with his claws, he's like, because he's so big, he's like, this big.
It's quite big.
It's about the size of a lion.
Yeah. But those cat people, they run very fast, so never too much fat on them. I wouldn't imagine they'd
Is that
be
why you're here? To eat wind?
any good.
No, he doesn't have much meat on him.
I agree.
Yeah. Me neither, in
I
case you're here
just
for that.
seen you. Wanted to visit.
We've missed you.
I have not missed you.
That's not very nice.
I'm just being honest.
I mean, it hasn't been too long.
So?
Do you have...
This is Ruby.
He's
Sorry.
kind of ignoring Ruby. Like she's literally not there. But he says, do you have food for me?
What would you like?
Meat, not cat meat.
I think I have some meat.
For a dragon? We're probably gonna struggle on the portion size.
For you, Ruby, by the way, this dragon, smaller than the green dragon you see fly over. He's a black dragon, but around each of the kind of the recesses of every scale, there is slight pearlescence. So there are kind of shimmers of whites and yellows and greens. Almost like he's got a jeweled hide, but it's only the trick of the light from the campfire. You know, very pretty dragon. His underside is like a tan. And he has these 2 horns that curl out and then forward and swoop out. Big yellow eyes. Himself, he is sitting down on his haunches with his wings curled around him. He is about 35 foot tall. So still quite large. I would like some meat, please.
You and me.
I mean, the last couple of hours there's been a few things passing through, but
I killed them.
we have tiny things on us, but our size, we're
Sounds
probably gonna struggle to feed you.
And now, almost as if... Almost, you know, like when cats get spooked just by nothing. like, he suddenly notices Ruby. Right? He's like, what is this?
That's Ruby.
And like his wings splay out. He knocks about 5 trees aside when he does it. His tail it goes straight like kind of like a bloodhound, you know, and he just what
Greetings.
is it?
Friend
Who's
of
our
a
friend?
friend of ours.
What are you seeing?
She was missing during that fight that we saw you.
This is a friend of yours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I see grey. That's all I see.
She's really pretty, I can
She's
show you.
strange.
Nobody's over.
Thank you, I think.
What is your name?
Ruby.
I mean, Grey's not
Does
too
Ruby have meat for me?
Ruby's only got rations.
Slowly his wings are starting to curl down.
I'll pull out a day's worth of rations and be like, I know this is tiny, but this is all I have.
Okay, with with the end of his claw, he just pokes it at it, sticks on the end of his claw, and just.
Sorry. That's all we have.
Like I say, it's
Well,
I'm looking through my bag and I'm throwing the bear's head out now. I think it's been in there too long. You can have that.
oh
if
yeah,
you want
definitely. It's gone. It's. You've been here now
I didn't even know I still got
for.
it.
You've been here now for a 10-day, so full like. So it's not good.
Nice.
Will he still eat it though?
No, he won't.
Even dragons have limits.
He likes fresh, raw meat. Well, good to meet you, Ruby.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
We're heading to the ruins. I don't know if there'll be anything there.
What ruins? There are many.
Ruins. Did we get our name out?
over
One sec.
east a little bit more over east. Cathedral ruins.
Or nasty place.
Nasty.
Big person in front of it. I wanted to eat him.
There we
There's
go
a
then.
stone.
No, we can't.
But I
We need to talk to that.
didn't want to go to the ruin. It is full of dead things. Smells.
Dead things wouldn't be very pleasant to you.
No.
There's an
not.
owl there somewhere.
Pretty window though. Pretty window.
Stained glass windows, very pretty.
And he kind of gets lost in his own head for a moment. Starts kind of muttering words like maze and stairs,
Do you know anything about the maze?
gold,
Sorry, what?
lots of gold
On the building?
in a building in ruins.
Could be in the maze.
No way.
Not in maze, in building on outside.
Oh. The gold is outside and it's still there.
It's in building on outside.
Maybe if we manage to get the gold, maybe we'll use some gold to buy you some fresh meat.
Sure, don't like gold, just like meat.
Have you ever
Really?
tried to trade with people with gold or
No.
meat?
Lived in mountain. Dad said he keeps gold. I said, I fly. I eat meat. I am hungry all the time. Do you buy things with gold?
Yes.
I don't buy, I take.
Other people might give you some nice meat if you gave them gold each time rather than just taking it.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, please, natural 20 there.
Well,
What colour dice do I need for this? Let's try the Vega dice.
merchant dragon inbound.
What, your boy?
No! 5! No, it's not fair! Bad dice.
Avis doesn't know why you would do that when you can just take.
I
This
mean,
forest is mine.
for wild animals, it's fine. That's fine.
You see that just for a moment, Aya, you see that his eyes are just kind of keep flicking at Aid, and then there's just Cade, sorry, and then he's kind of just licking his lips for a moment. Cade
Don't-
friend.
I mean, cannibal.
No, he is not like me.
Kind of scaly and still.
There's a lot of scaly things that aren't like me.
That's racist, Aya.
I don't think dragon is a race.
We are a race. She's right. We are proud. You should be careful what you say. Especially
I'd have
to
gone for magnificent specimens, but I want to call it a race.
make a persuasion check with advantage.
Uh, 18.
18.
Oh, my great.
You are right. I am magnificent. I will be here a long time.
Yeah. How old are you? Do you know?
Been here for 356 moons.
Is Dad still alive?
Maybe. Not sure. And he points at, he seems very, he's pointing out and seems to be triangulating a certain mountain. And he just, or at a particular place, and say, there's Dad. And he's just pointing in a direction, seemingly at the mountain.
Which direction?
Southeast. Quite far down southeast. Probably a more south-southeast actually. Around kind of the lower basin of the mountain range. One of the bigger mountains. He seems to be pointing in the direction of.
How old's Dad?
Dad never said. He
Wow.
doesn't have wings though.
What?
Doesn't fly.
How?
He doesn't.
He sits around the mountain. Dad is big.
Why does he not have wings?
Is
He is old.
Dad a physical dragon? Or is
Yes, he is an old dragon. Do you know what happens to us when we get old?
No, tell us.
Seems to be a little bit frustrated by that.
I didn't even know what race I was up until I met Ruby.
You are a tiefling.
Wow, you're so smart.
Thank you. We dragons, we have our wings from a young age. Then as we grow, we lose our wings. We become too heavy. We don't need them anymore. We become worms. We become so big, the biggest city could not house us. My dad is a worm. Several millennia old.
Wow.
The blue one, that's one big worm.
That is old.
He's tired now, though.
He the same color as you?
Yes, though he has turned more charcoal now. Kind of almost your color.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
But he keeps the mountain. And he looks at you, the Dragonborn. There they worship him. And he takes what they give him.
What's his name?
The Goliaths.
Strong name.
Alright.
World Ender.
Oh. And a hell of a nickname.
No, I don't think he is ending any worlds in his age.
You never know.
Hopefully not.
I mean, yeah, I'd rather we didn't.
Well, he is the reason we do not have giants here anymore.
Did he eat them all, or?
He killed them all. He doesn't like the taste of giant.
Oh. Why'd he kill them?
Because they annoyed him. This happened a long time ago.
So, mental note, I am not going to meet his dad because I annoy people.
Good plan.
I'm gonna get eaten.
They didn't annoy like you would annoy. You are very annoying. But I would not eat you for it. They were annoying in that they thought they were a higher race. They thought they were better than we were.
I don't like them.
So Dad showed them that they weren't.
So are there no giants?
You may find some, but this used to be a place where giants roamed free. They would be everywhere. You will find big ruin structures all in this region. Ones that would be impossible for littlings to go through.
Is that what we are?
Yes.
Impossible?
As in, they're so big, it almost seems ridiculous that you would want to make it.
Guess no one would look there though if you hid.
The only giants that made it out were the storms. They made it out of flying cities. They went to the east. From there, we're not sure where they went.
Well, we want this then.
I am hungry. I will go now. And he just leaves. He just flaps his
Bye!
arm once.
Don't
and
forget a
just-
castle full of assholes if you get too hungry. You know what I'm saying?
just snorts, and even though you lost eyesight of him, firstly, there is a snort through the air. You can see there's just like this thin trail of fire that kind of illuminates the side of him as it kind of floats through the air. Like his scales glisten, and the snort was derisive. It's almost like, I'll get to it.
He's so pretty.
Interesting character.
That's who Wind came to us on. Wind
Surprised
say-
it wasn't eaten.
Me too.
Not worth the effort. Lucky for me, I didn't shower this morning.
Think you didn't shower in bacon?
Okay, so as you have your you watch for the next hour. You guys go have your nap for an hour.
Yeah.
And you wake up in the morning. The birds' happy hour is just starting to kick in before Avis came in. But then the birds start to settle again, and they start singing, and the magic hour of the birds wakes you all up. Other than Cade, who is still awake.
Promise. Matchsticks.
Well, you've had a full sleep, so yeah, you've had a full rest, and you carry on along your journey.
Away we go.
Is there anything you want to talk about while you're having a walk? Talk a walk.
Talkie walkie.
What to
You've got
catch?
another 3 days, so
We've already caught you up on pretty much everything. haven't we?
okay. So next day goes by.
Sorry.
You get to You would get to just southwest of the Eastern Wood. Still thickly dense forest here. This entire region, this northeastern region here of, well, you're not sure on what the place is called yet, but this just seems to be covered in trees and forest. Dense forest at that.
What's it like? Is it sort of just straight up deciduous? Is it?
Oh, it's just deciduous trees around here. It's
Just trying to get that vision of it, just like
a lot of oak.
classic, normal, really tall stuff, or is it like conifers, or is it like?
I would say
jungly
in comparison, I would say it's very Nottingham Forest. You know,
Cool.
there's a lot of wide open spaces, but there is occasional like very dense, you know, areas that you would find it difficult to get through.
Not as dense as me.
Who are you asking? The gods?
Skein.
Fuck it, yeah. I'm asking Skane.
Okay. Since you're letting him through this time, he will come forward.
Hi.
You are perhaps the densest person I've ever known. Stop wasting my time.
Okay.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Hi can be funny, I guess.
I don't think I get anything added to that.
Well, it's twice as good as a one. It's twice as good as a one.
Two.
Okay, so nope.
Sorry.
So you, you can feel it coming. Like this, you can feel it. You expect it
Here we
now.
go again.
And he says, "Stop laughing." And then at the end of him saying, "laughing," you feel a spectral hand slap you around the face, dealing 15 points of force damage.
Sorry.
Is that audible?
Oh yeah, you like her face just rock to the side.
Whoa!
She has this really long fingered hand welt that's kind of gathering up on her face right now in kind of a deeper purple.
Deep purple.
Oh.
Oh
That's gonna
shit!
annoy me.
Looks like you got spanked.
Daddy's mad.
That's actually a hand.
Somebody's hand. It's a weird hand.
I'm going to
not
lay
my
my
hand.
hand over it, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at first level because I do not like God imprints.
She just suddenly looked like the
Evils.
avatar off Doom.
You
Having
can
about
have
10% health.
9 points back.
Thank you.
Some. He can have some back. Wow. So mean.
He doesn't like it when I laugh at him, apparently.
What are you laughing
Well,
at him?
I don't like seeing his handprint on your face.
Mummy and Daddy are gonna get mad at each other.
Mummy, Daddy.
Oh, she's not talking to you for the rest of the day.
Okay.
There are literally no words for that.
After what was it? You casted Cure Wounds.
Yeah.
So after the Cure Wounds, the sting starts to disappear, and he exits. Immediately after the slap, he exited your brain.
No. I don't want to do that. Carry on.
Make a deception check.
Fuck! No! Why do I do this to myself? A what?
Deception.
It's just
Should be really high.
9?
Do you ever roll high?
No, I don't.
What? What did you roll?
So, I clearly
Deception.
rolled a 20.
Make another wisdom saving.
I'm gonna die in this game.
Long rest?
Ooh, 14.
You say that like it's going to save you.
I mean,
It's a god.
Yeah, a god saving throw, yeah.
that's the best roll I've done all game.
This time there is just no talking. He actually grabs your tongue with... No, you cannot do that. Complete silence, grabs your tongue and starts to pull it with a hand. And starts to keep pulling it. And right now, you guys are watching Inspira. Yeah, literally, she is being pulled along. And you are dealt 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fuck!
It feels like your tongue is literally being ripped out of your body right
I'm
now.
not sure when she's talking to him now.
Blood starts to pool in her mouth and starts to kind of come down her chest.
Can I, are you allowed to use a heal potion?
You'd stop laughing. What do you want to do?
I'm not laughing in character, I'm laughing because it's funny. Right? Can I use a healing potion?
Has it stopped? Or is it still going?
He's still doing it. Still got him.
I'm just gonna yell up to this guy.
You're
Let
bleeding
her go.
quite a lot.
Make a persuasion check. Either persuasion or religion.
Kick his ass, Jace.
I mean, we've learned, let's not roll religion.
I know, let's just go with persuasion. Let's call it persuasion, see what happens. Yeah, persuasion rolls well. Decent anyway, 18.
18.
At least decently, but not
At
against
least
God.
as long as the cleric stays away from religion checks, it's fine.
The grip does lessen, but it's still there. But he will say in the back of your mind that a lesson needs to be taught, and you need to learn. And he will let go.
Can I use a potion? No. Oh.
Right now, I'm like this.
Does it fit back in her mouth?
Yeah, but it
I was hoping you look like a pug or bulldog for
But-
a team after.
you like it. It doesn't feel like it's properly joined up. You can't move it in some places. Your tongue has been seriously torn
Take that in.
Oh.
But the rest of
Yeah.
the game.
until you get cured. Yeah.
Yes.
So happy that you decided to be that guy's champion.
I'm not. No. How do I do the health potion thing again?
So you're using a health potion.
2d4
Yes.
plus 2.
Remember to mark it off as well that you've used it.
Y'all's. 8.
That's good. Max
Plus
roll.
10.
Max roll.
Right. So you heal up for 10, so half the damage that's been dealt to you. You do feel the. You do feel it heal up. You do have a slight lisp though every time you talk.
You're gonna force me to use heals.
No,
just to
I
stop
want
it
to keep
from
my lip.
happening.
Oh, can't it be on this?
Actually,
Yes.
no, can you? Yeah, you should heal me. You should heal me. Save Kate.
I'll wait till I need it. I can tolerate it for now, although I could chop it off.
Maybe I need it. But it's a me.
I'll chop it off until I need to heal you.
I thought
that's
we
all I'll
couldn't. I thought we couldn't get any lower. at
That's
this
my
point.
knife.
do.
Good job.
You need to watch your tongue.
Good job. Really are.
How far have we walked? How long is it till?
So you
full rest?
you're just getting to the end. You just getting to your next camping site. So your second day, the end of your second day. Yeah. So who wants to take watch? The same as last time.
Yeah.
All right. Make a perception check for me.
Funniest thing is, I currently can't say skate. Skate.
While I'm watching, I also want to be. Well, no, I'll say at the end. It'll be the end of the watch. Will it? 15 for during the watch.
15.
Yes. Don't tell me it's spiders again.
You know, I rolled natural 20 on our last camp and we still got ambushed by spiders.
See? There's a reason to fear spiders.
Jace wasn't.
A couple of
Face
so on your watch, nothing seems to pique your attention other than a couple of boars that squeal through. Kind of get spooked by something. They just squeal through the forest. You wake up Aya.
Yeah, I think as my watch is ending, I'd be just doing like a prayer to Helm, just sort of like asking for guidance on how to get this one free of skein before he kills her. I haven't spoken to you all day, by the way.
Make a religion check.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Right. Some dice that hasn't been tampered with the bad luck of it.
So we can take this one too.
That's double figures.
10.
No, it was 11. 14! That's the best religion roll. Good dice.
So you're attempting to ask Helm.
Mm-hmm. Just
For
for like
guidance.
guidance.
Okay, give me a second.
Girl, she is beyond help.
Cut the tongue out. She cannot taunt anybody then.
Jace, I'm not touching that with a 20-foot pole.
There is a voice inside your head that says, she has chosen her future. He's one of the new. We cannot get involved.
Thank you. I think.
Immediately leaves. Doesn't wait for a reply. Okay, so you wake up Aya.
This time, it's boars with boots in the forest.
Boars. Boots.
Good night. Same thing, straight down.
Okay, make a perception check, please, Aya.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, we're up there this time. I'm determined to find these interesting animals. 22. 22.
22.
Average roll, not bad.
That was good.
So yeah, you're really given like what with because of last night as well with Avis kind of coming out of nowhere. You notice that in a tree just off to your left, quite a large oak. There is you're kind of watching right now. You're watching this looks like a snake, quite a large snake, for about 7 to 8 foot in length. That is making its way up the tree. It's about 20 feet from you, so it's no danger.
It's actually my tongue.
But looks to be some kind of python. And then you notice that as you go up the tree, you notice that there is a nest full of eggs, which it's probably going for. And within about 5 minutes, it just starts eating the eggs.
How evil are you?
The rest of your watch, nothing else out of the ordinary.
Does the snake have boots
So-
on?
Something about pigs and moccasins. Something like that. But also tree climbing snakes. He went up there. Some bird nest. He should be fine. Probably gone. That's about it. Didn't see these damn pigs though.
Fine.
Make a perception check, Cade. As Aya just
Goes down, I'm afraid.
Yeah, well at least it's in the upper half before you.
12.
12.
If I drop another drumstick, James, I'm going home.
Okay.
Cade drops another drumstick.
I'm really concerned. It's like just see, I've just got a bad school report and you're reading it.
Satisfactory. So you start hearing about half an hour into your watch. You start hearing a crying child just to the north of you, in the wood is someone the child is doing, Mummy?
Aya?
Mummy, where are you, Mummy?
This is not canon.
How far away? No gauge of.
Between 30 and 60 feet from you.
I am super suspect.
Super suspect.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do a divine sense.
Okay.
I'm gonna go on.
So read that out for the gang.
Oh,
What is it? What
can
is it
detect good and evil till the end of your next turn. Can sense anything affected by the hell spell or know the location of any celestial fiend, undead within 60 feet. That is not behind total cover.
Okay.
Creepy out kids in the woods, man. That's not right.
I wanna play.
So there is a ping goes off, but it's quite far. Like, what's the distance? 60 feet on that?
60.
Yeah. It's not where the child is, though. It's coming off just to your left, and you're getting an undead reading, but it's staying still. But then after about, say, 5 to 10 seconds, it starts moving off north. But there's nothing popping up for where the child is suspected to be.
Carl will have to wake everyone up then. I'm not dumb enough to go solo on this. No way.
Wait, do I get my health back if I've just gone to sleep?
Huh?
Do I get my health back if I've just gone to sleep?
You've been asleep for... It's been at least
You've
a
been
short
through
rest,
at least
so-
2 watches. What? Watches.
Yeah, but I've only just got the damage on
Yeah, but that was before the
it.
camp.
2 watches, yeah, I get you.
Right, so you'll wake up with Cade telling you about
They better be wearing boots.
child crying in the forest.
And there's a
What?
zombie.
Well, that's not creepy.
Mm-hmm. There's a zombie in that direction.
What?
To the left.
To the left.
Zombie?
With Beyonce. Yeah. We got a kid. Weird kid in the woods crying for mama. Do I know
And yeah,
which direction we'll
And
go?
as you say that, the voice comes out again and says, Daddy!
Daddy.
Starts crying again. But it's closer this time. Probably within 20 to 30 feet.
Can we see anything yet?
Permission to use skepticism.
In Spirit and Aya, you do. You see a small child.
Oh!
A boy. They have really kind of medium length, really tight curly hair. Seem to be in really tattered clothing. Well, you wouldn't tell with the dark vision, but yeah, seems to have been in the wood for a long time. Dirt on their faces, and they're coming closer to the fire right now. Anything you want to say?
I shout if he's okay. She's like, are you
Mummy?
okay, little boy?
And it just
I'm not your mummy!
just starts running towards where you are.
I'm getting a weapon out, I don't care.
You stop. Stop.
Where's my mummy and daddy?
Who are you?
Where are you seeing them?
My name's Tobin.
Oh, that's a cute name.
Thank you. Where's mummy and daddy?
Where did you see them last?
About a day ago. I
Here?
got lost. Yeah,
Where are you from?
they said that we were at the camp, and they said wait here. They heard some voices, and then they didn't come back. I don't know where they are. I don't know how to find my way back.
We can help you if you tell us where you're from.
I'm from. Wait, what's your name?
In spirit.
Okay, Mum and Dad, they told me not to talk to strangers, but do you have food?
Yes.
I'm hungry.
I'm gonna give him some rations.
Okay. yeah, so you hand out the ration to him, and he feverishly just eats it up. Human boy looks like probably about the ages of 8 to 10 years old. Yeah, and he says, "Oh, we had a like a manor in the north, just at the just on the edge of the mountain." And
Okay.
How far away is that? Like, in my own head.
You don't know because you've not been there.
We said it.
Is it, but,
Was that where he's come from?
Yeah.
He said about a day ago.
but, trying to get in my head is like,
Also,
is that like
he said
miles and miles away.
so like, well, you wouldn't know actually because he said that he's been camping here, so like you've no idea. He just told you he's from.
Oh, that's where he lives, but
they've been
yeah,
camping out,
right,
and he's
okay.
been in the
Why
forest
were
for.
you camping?
Why?
Yeah.
Mum and Dad just said it'll be fun.
Oh, okay. This is a dangerous wood.
It's fun though, especially when Dad is around.
Did you not see?
seems to be creeping with the undead.
Can you be my mum?
Such a good influence.
I
Like-
mean,
Has Mum left me?
you lost him a day ago. Give him a couple more days before you start
What am I
filling
to
those
do?
shoes.
We will look after you. I think she means don't call people mum.
Okay,
You still have a mum.
I've never been lost before, so this is new to me.
Yeah, I haven't got any parents. Can't relate.
Do you have something to? Do you have something to eat? Anything else to eat? I'm still hungry.
My rations don't.
Fine. That's the paladin in me.
When Kay gives rations up.
Thank you, dragon, sir, man.
Feed the Tobagotchi.
Do not waste any of that.
Tobagotchi.
Tobagotchi.
So can I rest with you guys?
Finish the night out. Yeah, you can sleep in that one's tent.
So did your mum and dad tell you why they ran off, where they were going? What they were
No,
doing?
they said just wait here, and then they just went off, and they said they would be back soon.
Because they heard noises.
Yeah,
Voices.
I mean I didn't hear anything, but they said yeah.
What are their names? Do you know, or is it just Mummy and Daddy?
It's just Mum and Dad.
Did they have a lot of money?
Probably.
Kids get left in the
They
forest
gave-
all the time by
they-
parents with no money.
They gave
had
me-
a manor house.
Did they?
That
They
doesn't matter.
gave me like 2 silver pieces once. I don't understand. Oh, they break. I don't know.
No.
Was it just you, Mum and Dad, camping in the woods?
Yeah.
So they don't struggle to feed you or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
No, normally.
There's my theory out the window.
You can I get an overall insight after listening to it?
Yeah.
Just
We
been,
can
wa-
insight
I've
check.
been watching him and staying quiet also. Shit.
You've got no wounds or anything?
Oh! Okay!
That's right.
Nat 20. There you go, which is 23.
Yeah, he appears to be completely honest about what he's saying. He's very confused. But yeah, he believes everything he's saying. Yeah, and you believe everything that's coming out of his mouth.
Well,
I've seen a dragon.
Oh, you
That you did. He's our friend.
What colour?
What?
He's
You're friends with dragons?
Yeah.
What colour was it?
It was like well, it's hard to see in the dark.
he's black. Just saying.
I could have seen the green
he.
one.
It's a he. Can I
Oh,
meet
could have seen
Can I meet the
it.
dragon?
We could find out where the green one landed if it's
Was it in the air or was it in the ground? On the ground.
It was in the air.
Okay. Not
Went over
Oh,
the air. I just ran away as soon
Green
as I
one's
seen it.
Yeah, that's the point.
In case it was a green one he saw.
Alright.
He's
Where's
the
the head? Where's the head?
His name's Avis.
I need to see this dragon. I want to talk to him.
He is really cool, but he's gone to do his own thing now, I think. Find food.
He'll be around.
Yeah.
Does he eat children?
Maybe.
I mean, he'll eat a lot of things.
I'm guessing if he probably saw me and probably thought I was
But
too small.
take it as the bigger you are, the more chance you got.
Ah, okay.
So you'll be fine for
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
We
But
won't let
I mean,
that
if we could find Mummy and Daddy, I would really appreciate that sometime. Yeah.
Maybe you guys should finish your sleeps. Should
Um,
rest before we
But
go looking.
for now, while you're resting, you need to have a real hard think about the area that you're in. I
Okay.
know they all kind of look the same, and it's tough, but any little thing you can give us is only going to help.
He doesn't know.
Like I said, Miss, like I just walked. I just kept on following the stars, and then I came down here.
Which stars?
That
Okay.
one, and he's just pointing at kind of the second brightest one to the south.
And you've been following that straight?
Yeah.
So you back up that way. Is he coming down from the north?
Yes.
Oh man.
More detours.
Necessary one though.
We can't let a kid at that age. I know what it's like living in the forest as a child. It is not fun.
He's just gonna
I
snuggle.
wish I had a forest.
He's gonna
was
just snuggle up next to
Beats the sound
Inspira
cities.
and go to sleep.
Yes, I've got a kid then.
You got away with children.
This is the second child I have had in the past few days.
There's a child in my tent.
What is this child doing?
You do have like now you
I'm
are
getting him settlement.
like when the night is over, you wake up, right, and you will have your long rest. However, you still do have a slight lisp.
I mean, yes,
It's just the mental rapport.
But
Fine.
no, I said a slight lisp.
Children.
show. Show, guys.
The first half of the sentence. No.
So you're fully healed, but your tongue feels a little bit longer than it was.
Yeah.
And yeah. Tobin wakes up with you. What would you like to do? Keep going?
So, if he's come directly south, maybe we should go directly north.
Have we got any... No, you know what? I do want to try it. Can I roll survival to see if I can... Or some one of us roll over survival to see if we can make out, like, follow his trail back a bit?
I think I'm thinking in survival. Professional.
Thingy.
Forest child would make sense.
No, I'm not a stealth, but I've got plus 2.
Yeah. Sure.
Survival.
Go ahead. They don't want to help Jace?
Yes.
I mean, Ruby?
I will.
No.
Not with a 12. Nat 12 is the
Oh,
best.
fuck, damn it.
You
5.
can only see his footprints as he was being quite, like, he wasn't trying to hide his tracks because he's a child, right? But, yeah,
So we could, in theory, follow those tracks for a while.
for a little bit, yeah. Not for very long, but for a little bit.
Well, there's a sort of trail.
Should we follow them?
It's just
I may fill
find
over.
something.
It's worth a try.
Find something.
I suppose you can keep calling out for Mum and Dad if they're nearby.
Mom! Dad!
It's gonna
Try not to do.
Yeah, let's go double pace then. Double pace is good for a while.
Cade, why don't you carry him?
Do I want to carry him?
Will you?
As long as he stops shouting in my ear.
Mom!
Stop shouting!
Did anybody bring any elixir along?
Gonna get us killed. I can't do it.
You're going to get us killed.
Yeah, yeah. What he said.
I'll pick him
Why
up,
have you got
scoop
like-
him up and just be like,
That was out of game.
Mom!
That was
Okay.
out of game.
But the lady said,
I said you could possibly.
we'll pick our times.
Start it.
okay, I'm
Dangerous
confused.
You have to be
words.
succinct.
So you make your way, you follow the footprints north, and you find the camp eventually that they were at. they are not there. You do see Aya. You'll see some footprints leading north-northeast from the camp of 2 individuals leading into the dense forest, leading to the mountain, like the mountain edge. But that's when we're going to stop for the break because it's 8 o'clock. Okay, so what have we got tonight for our poll? We got 2 votes for Beast, 1 for Hell.
What? Why is Hell not winning?
Alright. If you want to help us decide on what the theme for the next giveaway is going to be, put exclamation mark vote -0 for Beast and exclamation mark vote -1 for Hells, right? And you'll be counted. It doesn't cost you anything, right? You just need to put that's what you need to put in for your decision, right? And that will be the theme for the giveaway. Will be given away at the beginning of next month. We're going to have an entire D&D loot box for you guys. It's going to be themed. Okay, we're going to be giving it away. All right. So we'll be deciding on what wins after the break. Okay, so we will see you in a Moski. Well, in about 10 minutes. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Wait, where's the thing? There it is.
Stop.
Welcome back, everybody. I don't know what happened because my face was turned.
I faked them all.
He was ready.
You got to 3 and I went.
I was like,
And
nothing happened.
yeah, welcome back, everybody. We're going to be making a decision on what our theme is going to be now. Not going to waste any time. So, okay, we got. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say. We're going to. Oh, wait, I can't actually. So,
Come back in the century.
we've got the Hells. 2 votes.
Ah.
The Beast wins with 3 votes.
Aww.
Beast.
So Dan's
It is indeed.
Dan's suggestion
Beast mode.
1. So the theme for the big D&D loot box we're going to be giving away to a lucky winner is going to have the theme Beast. Everybody, I will get started on a poster tomorrow, and yeah, we'll see what we can get.
Thinking.
Thank you, everybody, for voting tonight. We'll be doing this. We'll be doing this every month. We'll get different suggestions. Yeah, and we're hoping that it's going to help the stream and kind of get this story out a little bit more as well. Okay, I think
It will be cool.
It'll be very cool.
if you want to reduce
I mean,
that.
ours isn't
Oh right.
far off Beast.
Whoa, that's a huge URL. Spike.
I think that's all he's been typing out since he started.
Yeah, I would say that's the one you sent me. I've just literally copied it.
Really? Let me just check.
Pornhub.com.
Yep, takes you straight to the page on Etsy.
Wow, that is the URL I sent you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
James didn't send you meat spin.
well, it still goes to the same place, James.
It's like
you wanted it
1,
to grab
2,
attention,
3,
James.
4,
I've taken-
5 lines long.
I've taken up the entire chat bar. They can't not notice it.
This is true. Go check out 9 Flame Trailers. Anyway, let's get going. Oh, by the way, can you show off that mimic chest again? Just for the folks that haven't seen it.
Try and get
I really do want
the
this.
light to catch it just there. I think that's
My Canadian lot, my online group, we've been.
Look at the
It was
eyes.
our 1 year anniversary yesterday of us starting their Tyranny campaign. We call it Maelstrom now because that's their party name. But as a thank you, the sister of one of the players made me this chest, and they all chipped in for it, and it's amazing. It's solid. Like you would think those teeth are like kind of papery, but no, they're actually solid.
They're solid.
Not
Gorgeous.
child
a
friendly.
little bit
at
of
all.
a little bit of a point to them as well.
Yeah,
It's cool.
I love it. You can use it as a dice box, maybe a mini like vault.
Even wax sealed letter as well.
But gorgeous thing. I'm still not sure what I'm going to use it for yet. Still not sure.
I think you should just use it as a prop.
The letter's absolutely awesome.
Alright, let's get back into the game, shall we?
And you're back in the game.
Yeah, back in the game. So,
Sorry.
you guys,
Sorry.
during your last camp, you bumped into a child who was lost in the wood. He's lost and he doesn't know where his parents have gone. You've just found the camp that his parents were at. And Aya, you spot 2 footprints leading north-northeast towards the mountain range.
Looks like we got some exit trails. They go further north.
More
Yay! I mean, let's help the child. Just over that a ways. You can see him disappear into the dark unknown.
Okay, are you heading there? Alright, so after about half a day's travel, you get to the edge of the mountain range, and there is a manor. You're following these footprints. They don't seem to have been carefully shrouded. And these footprints are heading back to the manor.
Assholes! Inspira's like very mad right now.
The lights are on.
But no,
It is... Right now, it is about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Can I just run up to the door and bang on it angrily?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
They're just having a few drinks and a meal.
making a replacement.
Yeah, so a very portly looking young man comes to the door. He has a receding hairline for a younger man.
Stressful.
And he has kind of this black waistcoat on and an orange kind of ruffled shirt underneath. And he has, just in this hand, he has this kind of orange liquid in a glass. Looks down at you. Oh, my dear Gerald.
You've forgotten something?
What? Who are you?
I have just found your child with our friends. Did you just accidentally leave him?
Yes.
Kid.
Of course you do.
Is this even your house?
I'm saying to it.
As soon as Inspira says,
my daddy.
as soon as Inspira says, you left the child, like the child says, "Daddy!" and just runs at him, and just like hugs his leg. Huh?
I forgot that I've got a lisp. So all this time I'm shouting at him very angrily with a lisp.
Got a slight lisp.
So?
One S. One S in the sentence. That's your allowance.
We simply forgot, didn't we, Donna?
How could you forget a child?
didn't we?
When we first went to the door.
Yeah, the child, I think.
Well, we can.
Oh,
We'll just
never actually.
we'll just take him back. We seem to
Oh, and where are you going to
We've-
leave him?
have. He'll be in the house with us.
Forever?
Much safer than being in the forest with you, I guess.
Why did you leave him in the forest?
He's safe with me.
Well, we didn't leave him. He just ran off.
I really want to be intimidating and ask him again. Why did you leave him in the forest?
Okay, intimidation check.
Yes.
Go, Kate.
Okay. It's your birthday. Oh, I've got ink all over me. You guys made me ink.
$17.
That's good, right? Yeah.
17. Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of 1 foot in the door.
Yeah. So when your foot stamps on the threshold, he drops his cognac, right? It just drops and smashes on the ground. And he says, "Oh, my dear fellow, he's not worthy of our family. That's all.
Wow.
We thought we would leave him in the forest. No one would know, but apparently they do.
You're an asshole.
Yes, I am.
Where's
Next
Where's Mum?
next point. Donna, she comes out of the right. There's a right room leading to kind of a trophy room, and she's coming out, and she's. What is going on?
Why didn't you take him to some kind of orphanage or something like that? Why did you have to leave him in the middle of a forest? He could have died.
Is he here still, the kid?
Yeah, he's like he's still hanging on, but he's like a little bit like now he's like I'm not sure what's going on, so it's like slightly slacking on the hugging of the leg. What was your question? Sorry, say again.
I said, why couldn't you just take him to an orphanage or the next town? Why did you have to leave him in a forest to possibly get
Because
killed?
it's easier.
There's a dragon in the forest.
Well, good. Gets rid of the problem.
Are you
He's our friend. I can
Being-
get him to eat you.
seriously truthful right now?
Insight check. Do you want to make an insight check? Or are you just
No,
asking?
I'm sort of saying that not as a serious, actual question, but just sort of like, are you serious right now? That
Okay.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
You just stare straight.
Yes.
What makes your family so honourable and worthy?
We're in the top business. I don't like this one staring down at me.
All of us are
Oh,
staring
he's not
at
the
me.
only one.
Is it wooden floor?
Yeah, dark, like a dark mahogany on this floor, all the way through it.
I'm just gonna remove my sword and stamp it straight down into the flooring.
Yes, Kate.
So we do that. The male, he looks down and says, oh, "It's at least 350 gold pieces to repair. Donna, what do we do?"
I'll do it for 360.
Well, if you were so rich and important, you'd be able to afford it, so what does it matter?
Do you leave us alone?
No,
What do you
absolutely
want?
not.
What do you want from us?
Is there anyone else here?
No,
I'd rather you weren't
we're
breathing.
not having a party right now.
So we're just going.
Yeah, let's just break into the house.
I'm waiting for some input from the Goliath. I'm kind of seeing a little bit red.
She's seeing really red right now.
It's like I'm getting nothing's holding us back. So
Yep, so yeah, you move in
Going,
and they
let's go.
do not stop you, but at the same time they go, "My good sir, you could just leave. This is our premises. This child was ours. We was
Yours.
We do not wish to have him anymore. You can have him."
Your flesh and blood. You do not know quite how
The child,
close this is to home for some of this party.
the kid right now noticing the tensions. Obviously, like he just bolts.
Just being left.
Can I go after him?
Kind of just say on your way.
Just being
See
left.
if he has any other family. nearby.
Abandoned by. She just cuts his
That's
sentence.
Try. You make intimidation checks as well.
Yeah, I think Ruby's capable of speaking to me. She's just so angry.
Can I, do I catch up with, is it Tobin?
Tobin, yeah.
Yeah, do I catch up with Tobin?
Yeah, he's kind of rushed out and gone to a smaller kind of. It seems like this seems to be his hiding place. It's just at the base of the mountain. There's this small kind of alcove that he's pushed himself into.
I want to sort of just hug
19.
him, like pick him up and just hug him. If
Okay.
he lets me.
Oh, there's 1 10.
14 plus 5.
Take it out.
I'm still keeping it handy.
Yeah. Okay.
19.
19. He's not going to be any use for our family.
You've decided at this age?
He could write. He could read. He would not be a good heir for this business. I learnt how to read and write from the age of 3
From who?
from my own mother.
Yeah. You must have had good parents.
High five.
So what do you want from us anyway? Are you planning to kill us, take everything we have?
I wish.
Or
It's on the table.
I mean, not sure you have any use for this world.
I'll have you know, we have many, many properties in Defiant Bay and still do. We have a business that rivals the best.
And what if we said in Defiance Bay that you were giving up your own child?
I mean,
in the
we don't need
forest?
to go.
Oh no, we
I
would.
just- Make intimidation check. With advantage.
Not this 15 years, but
Come on, dice. No, not with a 3.
no.
With a 12.
No
I mean,
bonus.
they've
No bonus.
they've kind of been whittled down so much. So, Donna, the mother, she just collapses on the floor and just like kind of turns to the males. Gerald, they can't know. No one can know. That's why we did this. No one would know.
We know.
Then Gerald, he kind of says, oh, "Okay, how much do you want? It's gold. It's gold. We can give you gold if you want gold. Gold to take the gold. It's gold to take the child away. That's how you all. That's how you all work, right?
You're a fucking monster.
No, I'm a businessman.
No, you're a monster.
My face softens.
You're not there,
Well, no,
I don't know where the kid is actually.
Shine
so
through your
I'm
window.
not sure.
You're a monster!
No, it is very, very wound up. I was just saying that to be funny. She's very wound up.
Go around the house. Pick what you want.
Hands are
You can
clenched
have
and-
it.
We want urine. Can I come back?
I want to look around there.
Are you with
I'll
Tobin?
take something
or-
anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got him in my arm.
Regardless.
All right. I'll
So-
make a persuasion check with advantage for Tobin. He's shaking at the moment.
That was really cool. I found in the thing. Wait, I need to.
The number was cool.
Quiet, child. What is it?
We love them
Persuasion.
single figures.
10 on the first one. 15.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
Tobin.
managed
We are
to-
buddies now.
Yeah, you managed to persuade him, and he stops crying for a moment. He's just sniffling right now. Yeah, so you come back in.
I'll try and calmly turn to Tobin. Tobin,
Yeah.
do you want to stay here?
Well, it's my mum and dad. Of course I do.
All right. What happens if they leave you again?
Or worse.
Why would they leave me again? Why would they leave me? And he just turns to his dad and says, "Did you leave me? In the forest?" And the father, Gerald, is just not looking at him. Just,
Geralt would never do this, James.
Gerald would never do this. No, I don't know about that actually.
Siri, mate.
Okay.
Siri. Come on. It's not even his door.
But anyway, Gerald, I said it again. Gerald, he is not even looking at him. He's just got his nose up and he's looking past him, just at the kind of the door frame.
You can't even look at your own son. You can't even tell him the truth.
He's not my son.
He is your son.
No, he isn't. He's a
Yes, he
disappointment.
is.
Does he have any other family in the not too far away area? Or someone that might care for him?
Do you know what? I'm gonna walk up to Gerald. I want to take his head in my hands and force him to try and force him to turn around and look at his own son.
Okay,
Oh,
explain
I thought you were
context.
hit.
I thought you were going to tear it off his shoulders.
Tempting.
Squeeze.
I'm going to take his head in my hand and remove.
Oh, that's not fair. 8.
Okay, Gerald is quite a strong man. Even though he's portly, he's quite strong, and he manages to. He's just gets your fingers off him, and he's just like. He's not part of this family anymore. Be
Your
gone
family
with you. What did you say?
I was just gonna say that your family don't deserve him. But then I'm gonna tell Tobin that we're gonna find him somewhere better to stay, that I don't think he should go?
Now Tobin has realised what's happened. He's figured it out. With quite a high insight check that he did.
You're in control, little buddy. This is your call. This is
Will
your life.
you leave me?
No, you've got friends that we could take you to.
And the house is so much bigger. And you get real food.
And we would visit.
When you say like the house is so much bigger, there's just a scoff from Gerald. Like,
Oh, they are so much better than you, kiddo. Alright, fuck you, buddy.
you can tell, like, in case you haven't already, wealth and power and the size of his dick is more like empowering to him than anything else.
That's a target.
Compensating.
Can we set the house on fire? Please.
But
No.
instead of Tobin kind of hugging his father's leg, now he's just up to your waist, and he's.
Well, I'm carrying him.
He's hug.
I thought I picked him up.
Oh, you picked him up.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have made you make a strength test because he's still a
We did
10-year-old
that.
boy. So.
Do you want me to?
No. I would say he'd want to be put down.
Okay.
Like, especially at this point.
Huh.
But he'd be next to you and he'd be hugging your waist this time, just looking at his father. Like, you know how kids, when they're mad, they just have like that really deep scowl on their face and they're just looking at his dad. You know, and his dad's still not looking at him. Just looking over all of you, in fact, just not looking at either of you.
Just turn to Gerald and say, I'm a cleric. My god is Helm. I'll make sure that your businesses are not protected. I will make sure people know what you have done.
Should just use it
Would
against him. Shouldn't.
Would my wonderful Skane, the god of fucking, what's it? What was it?
Revenge.
Revenge. Get involved here.
You're focusing on the revenge bit. He is mostly he's called the Quiet Slave. He's mostly the god, and I've said this several times,
So
but the
useless.
god of violent rebellion. He's
Fine.
basically. I'm not going to say it. But I've said it several times. I'm not going to say it again.
When did you tell me which thing you have to look?
Is there a
All
way
three.
that we can like
You
completely
take-
destroy
was it
his
you take
business?
all three? What's it called?
Maybe.
You pick a.
Fee.
Is it fee?
Oh, that's level 4.
I can afford
What we
my
just did.
own.
Yeah. What's
Not
the
for long.
three? So I chose me a
Not if we
style
can help
paladin.
it. We are literally.
Money
I can't
talks.
remember. I vengeance, but I wanted to see if it said it on there anyway.
You're not gonna have any money. You're not even gonna have a house.
He
when
kinda-
we're done.
Now that he's speaking about money again, he kind of gets a
That's fee.
kind of a second wind about what he's
That's the one
saying,
I did at level 4. Which one?
and he says,
Pick me.
Oh, your path.
Yeah, that's it.
"I don't want."
They're trying to work out a move.
Stage risk.
Does it say whereabouts on here which path I took as a paladin?
You're saying your features and traits. Yeah, like the race or the class features.
I've just read through it. I couldn't find it.
I just pointed.
Sorry, I'll complete that.
Ooh.
Sorry, go on. What were you saying?
Such a good
But yeah, he kind of gets rebolstered and he has a second wind about it. He says, well, in case you haven't noticed, Tiefling, this area has lost its faith. No gods are going to save us.
Who's to say we need
It's
gods?
on there, isn't it?
This one did.
I'm
I just want to get me
going
Make
to look.
description.
Actually, I'm going to
of what I'm
use
supposed
my
to be like before I
envoy
act.
to the unruly at this point
Okay.
to speak to the soul. He's my fourth fame of his dread, and just say, "My God will stand by those who need protected."
What's it called? Is it oath or something?
I also have charm. Can I get him to give up his whole business?
Wait, now we're going to focus on this. So you're using your Watcher feat.
For the first time.
Ooh.
Explain to everybody what it does.
What's happening? What
So
are we missing here?
One
What's
of
going
the
on?
features I got from one of the first soul that I took in. It's called Envoy to the Unruly, and basically when you're speaking, it speaks to the souls of the foe you're against. It fills them with dread of what awaits them in the wheel.
It was me.
Okay, that's
Immediately, pale. Just his hands, his face looks down. This time it's not pride, it's fear. He looks down. Jace herself, well, Ruby, looks different, but not her form that you've previously seen.
Ooh.
She starts to give off her inner core, where her body was, becomes black. Her outer edge, her aura, becomes a vibrant blue, and it flames. You will see this, and she seems to have lost her physical manifestation for a bit. She looks down and seems to be just staring down Gerald, and he just crumples to the ground on one knee, then another one, pisses himself, and then he just crawls away into another room. And Donna kind of chases after him, wondering what just happened. And then
We don't even know her name.
And then and then Ruby turns back into the small human figure that you know.
That was amazing.
It was something. I don't like people like that.
There is in front of you, this very expensive rich mahogany flooring is covered in piss.
Is the kid still here?
The
Yeah,
kid is
he's
just
trying to cover my leg in it.
is on in Spirit's hip.
Your daddy
I
just pissed
find
himself.
after finally sort of getting round to talking normally and stuff like that, his hands have been all like clenched and stuff like that. I open again and they're all like really cracked and black again.
Oh, she looks really cool, but you look a bit broke.
Hey! I didn't shoot fire this time.
That would have been okay.
Yeah. I got told to try and keep a lid on it, so I tried.
You can hear a lot of shouting in the other room.
It literally slightly smelled.
As Gerald, he's on his feet, but he stinks. He just runs by you all, goes upstairs, huge double spiral staircase that goes up onto a huge landing. Goes into his room and starts packing clothes quickly that he can. Starts to put things like personal effects in the suitcase. You're not
Is
sure.
there what's the door like in the room? Is there any kind of handle or anything on it?
On
The door of the room he's in.
yeah.
Be
So
able to like jam a javelin in so he can't get out.
if you want to try, yeah. Could you bring that?
Stay there and think about what you've done.
The other side of the table. I think it's having a problem connecting through the Bluetooth.
Bluetooth.
Still
Yes.
No.
like a slow.
I'm gonna ask Jace if she's alright. Well, Ruby, if she's alright.
You're not doing it.
I was
You can try.
when I was born. I was left
Where's
at the
Mum
temple.
right
My
now?
family left me.
Following Gerald.
Seems
My
right.
whole life has been the temple.
So your parents left you. Your parents left you. I'm guessing, since you're
I don't know.
pretty angry. What about you, Cade?
I never had him. This kid did and lost him. That's much worse than never having him at all. You don't miss what you never have.
Just makes me angry.
But
You
it's
okay
just
now?
this poor kid has to hear this.
There is a slam upstairs as the door is swung open again. Donna is on the other side, gets hit by the door. And Gerald comes rushing downstairs with this very ornate looking leather bound kind of suitcase and tries to, not in pride this time, in fear, doesn't look at Ruby, right? And slides along the suitcase in the direction of Inspira. Right.
Goes extra quick with the P.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It's like
smears
curly.
across.
Like,
Smears across, and he doesn't say anything else though. He just turns 180s, goes out of his back door, and just goes into his garden.
Just his garden. He's not like run away. To
I mean, you lost sight of him because the door closes, but he's gone into his garden.
Is that just
What's
clothes,
in the
some
chest? Can I
supplies?
open the chest and?
In there is assortments of small clothes. There is a sack of coins in there. There is some food in there. There's even some other stuff that seems to have just accidentally been thrown in there. So like candelabras and kind of bits of jewelry and cufflinks and some ties, a belt. There's like a hairbrush in there as well. Like there's all kinds of strange things. But most of it is clothes. Yeah, most of them would fit. Some of them wouldn't. They'd be too big.
So I guess he's moving with us then.
Better for him.
For now, yeah.
I mean, he's got to go somewhere now.
Maybe
You can't come to a cathedral for all dead
We
things.
can take him. There's another smaller child he could go to.
A dare? Oh, they could be little friends. So.
And then, hey, can you make a perception check?
I don't.
My
Destroyed this one.
natural perception 15, if that helps. Rolled a 15, so that'll be a 20.
Okay. So you've been watching this, Gerald. He goes through the door, and you watch a shadow on the other side. His shadow moving out into the garden. There is a swoop.
Oh,
I almost discussed this idea, but it looks like it's going anyway.
And then there is a massive
I've just frightened him.
a black shadow just runs by the door. Huge stomping, boom, 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 boom. Lifts up again. Blood has splattered a lot across the door.
I'll probably advise keeping the child shielded right now, just so he doesn't
You
see.
can't see. It's
And
just
you look out the
it's just
doorway, and Avis is currently on the top of kind of one of the lower hills leading into the mountain range, and he's just ripping apart Gerald,
No
just
fucking
eating
way.
him.
Like one hand on Toby and something like that. Just, guys, Avis is Avis just caught something.
Quick, chuck Donna out there.
We'll just tell him there's another one in the building as we leave.
Yeah.
I just don't want to look after all of this.
That-
by the way.
That's his ears. Like that's Gerald right there.
You hear a lot of. There's a burst of. You've heard. Well, you three have heard it before. You hear the acid breath come out. And just like now there's just cracking of bones and you know.
Is he
you-
close
How
enough
far
to hear
away
us?
is he?
Yeah.
Huh?
If we were
Oh,
to shout him.
so
or-
from you guys, he would be about 150 feet away.
Right. From back
so from
here,
the-
does it just look like he's eating, or is it quite obvious to see?
Is it at the
I mean,
back end
now
of it?
it wouldn't be obvious what he was eating.
Okay.
Hey, buddy,
Now
you
it's
want
not.
to see a dragon?
It's like, there's Avis. He's
Donna right now is crying on the landing.
He's like,
She doesn't know what happened, but
he's
she's crying on the
eating,
landing.
he's eating right now, but there he is. There's the dragon.
Wow! Just starts running towards.
No.
I just watch him from there, cause he's
Okay.
eating, you know. Just
Right.
watch him from there. Don't go too far, so we can see ya.
Real dragon.
Stay where we can see ya.
Can we like wave at Avis?
Avis is very, very
Occupied.
focused on eating right now.
He was pretty hungry. There's more.
Weird.
It's weird that he got eaten by something that resembles a dinosaur, because all the way through, in my head, he looked like Dennis Nedry from Jurassic Park.
I was just thinking that. You
Yeah,
know, when you
which is
swoop past, blood up the window, I'm thinking, this is the Tyrannosaurus Rex scene.
Yeah.
But no, he actually looked in my head like Dennis Nedry.
That's
Zoe,
powerful.
you said that, right?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I want to shout room for one more. happens, James. I've got the child
Okay,
with me.
so Avis looks up,
Are you?
looks at.
I'm hiding him.
So,
Right?
so who is outside right now?
Us.
Just
kind
Aeon.
of all. All right.
You've all gone out.
The
Ruby, have you gone out?
Just to see the commotion.
I don't think Ruby's quite gone out. She's near the door, but I think a slight shock.
Yeah.
I'm shielding.
Avis has almost finished his meal at this point.
Making a long job of that.
He's a big dragon. But he turns his head up as he's just kind of gnawing on a bit of bone right now.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm like shielding his ears because I don't want him to hear any of this. There's another one upstairs.
Another what?
I'm
You just
being
saying from the inside of the house is frantic head shaking.
I'm just saying that if we leave this house now, it's, whatever's in it, it's fair game.
Good.
I'm gonna get a headache off skating, aren't I?
I don't think skincare is that much.
He looking like he's working over it first, trying to figure out what your game is. But then he says,
Not this one.
then he kind of raises his furrows and he's like, okay.
It's a big house we're in. You say like a manor.
It's quite large. Yeah, there's like three
Something-
different wings to it.
Any kind of like trophy room that we can see from where we are in the main corridor?
Yeah, just off to the right, there's a big trophy room.
Also,
They always seem to have big like anything on the walls that might look of use.
There's quite a few deer on the walls. There's a couple of bear. So there's like a black bear and a white bear. They're not polar bears. There's a black bear and a brown bear on the walls. There's a safe room.
I'm thinking weaponry is anything like.
Make a perception check. See.
Oh shit!
I'd like to see if there's a.
Anybody want to help? You're still in there.
No, I'm going up to find Donna.
Oh, come on!
Ooh, it's not as big as bad if I didn't have a minus. Perception. Oh, sorry, what am I looking? Which one?
You
Sorry.
can't go
Perception.
murdered by a
Perception.
dragon.
16.
That piss his-
16
himself.
for perception. Yes, you have a look. There is. You're kind of overwhelmed by all the trophies in this room. There must be about 30 to 35, like all around this room. Several smaller ones as well that haven't been fixed up or are on the end of tables, that kind of thing. Over the fireplace, there is a very large axe.
Ooh.
It's a double-bladed axe. Seems to be. Wait, do any of you speak Dwarven?
No. Nothing above
Well,
grade.
it's got.
Does Avis speak up to
Oh, I do speak Dwarven.
You do?
Yeah, I've got
Right.
Dwarvish on my list.
Right. So you would know that it seems to be of dwarven make as you look along the blade, and it's been cut out. Like the blade on each side has been cut out to kind of maybe lessen weight in a kind of triangular formation all along the edge, keeping the blade sharp. And then just along the blades there are runes in dwarven that read Sunder in dwarven.
Oh, it's called Sunder.
They're not going to be needing that.
And that one just above it, it's called silver.
The guy's dead. It belongs to the boy.
Give it to the boy
It's
then.
okay.
You might not be able to carry it. It's a bit heavy.
You can ignore that, but that was funny.
I wonder if this house can be used as a thingy.
You just made the guy pee his pants, and then he got eaten.
Sunder. Silver.
I'm not the bad guy here.
Sunder.
made
You
him,
are right now.
Silver.
You made him run outside.
She's turning her back on these thieving murder hobos and going to go and get Donna.
I just grabbed the axe and I made it back outside.
Is there
Okay,
a
what
safe
is,
room?
okay, first.
Hey, I already-
First, I need to clarify something. What is your intention with this axe?
It's pretty.
I don't know at the minute because I don't know what it does. Apart from Chop.
What is your intention as a lawful good paladin?
Give it to the child.
Do you mean that?
Then
Yeah.
good. You just need to uphold those.
Yeah, he'll grow up into a nice big warrior. The kid's got to have something. It's his inheritance, and the dragon's about to go looking for Mama. The house is going to fall down.
Morals. Is there safe?
Make a perception check.
What did he say?
Oh! Natty 14. 19.
19.
Yeah.
This place doesn't have a safe room.
Why?
Seems all their wealth is put right in front of you, so you can see it.
So that's all they have.
Well, there's a trophy room, but there's several other rooms in the house, so...
The kid's got some coin. He's good. He's set.
Yeah, like, in that suitcase, there was about 600 gold pieces in gold.
Shh. Let's say copper for now.
You lucky boy. 10 gold pieces in that suitcase. It was like, wow.
He doesn't know how to fucking read or write either.
I know. I love how seriously we took this at the start. We were,
Wow,
like,
10 gold
legitimately
pieces.
pissed
I've
off.
never been given 10 gold pieces by Dad before. He's only given me 2 silver pieces to go to local shops.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you have any other family or friends?
No. I have a lot of uncles and aunties. Yeah, they come here for parties like every 2 weeks or so.
Do they live in the city?
They live all abouts. Like,
What are they like?
they don't speak to me a lot. Mum and Dad, they send me out of the room. Normally tell me to go to bed or go play.
Yeah. Adults can have some very confusing parties at times.
They always wear masks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have to put the daggers in the fishbowl.
And that's it. Just the mask.
So, I guess
I don't feel like it's wise that we take a child
no.
to the ruins.
No, this is what I said. He has to go somewhere kind of now.
Oh, far away from Silvertree, are we?
1 million miles.
You're about 1.5 days travel because you've travelled north, and then you're kind of at where
I don't know. It's people.
Where was...
you're close to where Hani's lodge, on the same kind of. What's the word?
It's still there.
No, you're not near it, as in
2 days away
like
from
you,
you.
but you're on the same latitude. Like,
Yeah.
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 Sorry, what was you going to say, Ruby?
No, I was actually just going to ask that, like,
Oh, right, yeah.
were we closer to that or Silvertree?
Yeah, so it'll be a similar distance, like 1.5 days back to Silvertree. 1 to 2, and yeah. You know that the lodge was near the mountain base, right? So if you just follow the mountain base around to the west, you're gonna bump into the lodge at some point, which is a little bit off path. It's in the forest, but you'll be able to see it. There is a giant crash as he seems to have finished his meal and has crashed into the back end of the house.
Are we all like walking away like Joker from the hospital right now?
But yeah, the rafters, roofing
Oh,
tiles,
what's name?
chimneys, bricks.
Captain from
The contents of the house
That's
are all
the
being
captain.
kind of ripped out, but right now by Avis, who's on the top of the top of the lodge, on the top of the manor. He's
kid, have you ever seen
ripping
a
it out, and then his head just. The last thing you see as you go into the kind of the wooded area.
I said I
You're
was
not
getting...
leaving. All right,
I'd
you're still
said
in there.
I'd said from the start they went to look for stuff.
Yeah.
I was saying every time it was going for Donna. I wasn't leaving her behind.
Right. Okay. Okay. So.
Sorry, I just want to make sure very clear.
I didn't hear
Jason's
that.
not-
She did say
Good.
that,
I'm glad
yeah.
you said that.
You're just like, what the?
I was like, no,
It's-
come on. I
It's
was
still
saying-
happening. Avis is still ripping the house
Yeah.
apart. Right. We're gonna rewind a little bit. So you go upstairs. Donna is still kind of on the floor. She's got this big kind of light blue, kind of sky blue and white poofy dress on, gown almost, and she's just sitting in a pool of her own tears right now.
Get up. If you stay in this house, the dragon is going to eat you. Come with me.
Make a persuasion check. Because of her current mindset, I'm going to say at disadvantage. Because she is distraught.
It's your fault for that.
Oh, the second one was a nat 22. 11.
Okay, no, that's enough. That's enough. She just looks up at you and her face red, and she, in like vast comparison to Gerald, she is beautiful. She has kind of these very tight curls that go down the side of her face, a dark brown hair, kind of a heart-shaped face, heavily make-upped. Yeah, but she's human. But she comes to about 5'6", 5'5". She gets up, and you grab her hand, and you're making your way out. Avis doesn't find anything.
Oh no, you lied to him.
However, he does find the stores in the kitchen.
It's all
I
good.
said
It's all
anything
good.
in there is fair game.
And he starts eating all the stuff. It's going to take him a while. There's a lot in there.
They had that much food in there.
Can he at least say hello to the little boy? Yeah, hello, kid. Just so he's happy.
Love your impression of Avis. He's just a chav.
Fuck you up, mate.
There's music playing out to his phone right now.
I would say he's too preoccupied with eating right
His
now.
dad.
No, he's eating him.
He's gone.
Yeah.
He's long gone.
Yeah.
That's probably about as close as you ever
Okay,
get to
are
it,
you
right?
heading out of the house and joining up with the rest
Yeah.
of them? Okay.
Taking her with me.
With Donna in tow, and with Tobin connected to your hip at the moment, Inspira, you guys head into the wood and make your way. Are you going back to the lodge? Yeah. You make your way back to the lodge. It doesn't take you very long. Back to Silvertree, it'll be about a day and a half, but back to the lodge, it will take you about half a day to get there. So you get there about 8 o'clock. You get there, and yeah, everyone's still cool. Like you get stopped for a moment because one of the hunters, you didn't see him at first, but he just comes out of a bush. All right, what you got there then?
The bushes have arms. What is it?
I know your face. It's fine.
We got some new recruits.
We're back. We've been on such an adventure.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's got businesses that you might be able to make some use of.
All right. Excellent. I'll tell
Oh, I wonder
Hani.
if she does.
Hani hasn't been back yet. Have you seen him?
No, travels.
Not yet.
Not a chance.
All right.
Just on one big circle.
All right. Well. Yeah. Just stick him in the house, and then we'll look after them. Well, Michael will look after them. I'm not really. I don't think any of the lads are children people, really. Well, how they've been treating the baby, you know. Well, they haven't been mistreating the baby. I don't want you to say that, you know, it's just they don't go near it. They're kind of scared
You
of
just
it.
let a guy get eaten by a dragon for that.
Oh, really?
Well,
that is a tale to tell.
I'm not sure that happened. You must be mistaken.
Dreaming.
Your tongue has had enough
Make a-
punishment for one day.
All right, make a deception check and make a perception check. And he's gonna make an insight check.
No. Oh, God.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
It is.
5!
22.
Glad you rolled high because he rolled a 19. He just laughs at Inspira. That's a good tale you got there, lassie. Yeah. All right, don't go get bitten by any dragons. Funny. All right, well, I'm just gonna go back to my post. You can go on. Just be careful of. He just kind of points out little kind of patches of grass where it's okay to step over where the spike growth is. He just points them out, and you walk around them and get to the house.
Before we get to the house, can we just make a point of telling these two not to mention Avis?
Make a persuasion check.
I was kind of doing it to save the kids' ears, and then the distressed woman probably doesn't want to hear it.
I don't care about the woman, to be fair.
7.
Well, yeah, fucking
7.
No, I'll do what I want.
Donna understands.
Also, like, eight,
The
six,
kid
six.
doesn't. Like he's like, oh, I seen a dragon though. I want to tell it to everybody.
You can tell us.
No one will mind the dragon. Kids.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh crap.
They already know about the dragon. We've told them.
I mean, blowing up the house. You know how
16?
All right. When I grow up, can I tell people?
no,
Yeah.
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 Okay. I want to meet him still though. I mean, I didn't really meet him, did I?
No, you didn't.
I want to meet him proper. I want to say hi.
One day.
Yeah. So you go inside the lodge, and there's a couple of people on patrol around the lodge. Micah and Ulfra are still in the main area. They're just kind of giggling to themselves right now. Yeah, like they hear you come in. Micah comes up.
Hi, you miss us?
I mean, yeah, you're
Yeah, me
barely-
We've
Right.
got a new friend.
I see that. And she just gets her face brightens up, and she just starts to, the typical mother thing or the maternal thing where you just try and make them forget. Just reading your faces, she could tell that something's happened, right? And she just like kind of grabs the kid's shoulders. And, do you want to go play? Let's go play.
And kid, you know this place? All these guys here? You're in an army now.
It's just like it's a complete awe about what's happening around him.
that probably sounds so cool.
He's never known this kind of friendship before.
Because
You
his
know,
dad
this-
was a coward.
This social interactive, so he's kind of getting overwhelmed, but he's in a good way. He's like, oh. He's like he's seeing men who are just nodding at him with bows on, and swords at their sides. It's like he's looking at them, and then he looks at Micah, who's just this beautiful woman who's like is doing druid craft kind of flowers and things for him, and and then he's told that he's like, oh, wow.
You're in a freedom army now.
When I grow up, I'm gonna be a soldier, and I'm gonna have a dragon as my friend. No one is gonna beat me.
You're already a soldier though now.
And
Soldier.
I'll walk over to the corner of the room to rest the axe, stand the axe up, and I'll say, when you're big enough, this is yours. His name is Sunder.
Really? Did you tell him that his name was Sunder? Did you
Tell
tell
me, yes, you told me, and I knew.
Yeah, I told him before I went off to get done.
Okay, cool.
Who was it
I
was?
don't think. And he kind of he goes over to the axe and he tries to like hold it, but he can't. Like he can't even move it. It's a great axe, It's like, how am I meant to grow up and hold that? It's way too heavy.
You keep at it.
Keep training.
You
Can
keep
you
eating and be
grab
strong.
it? Can you hold it?
I carried it here, but yeah, sure.
I just want to see it.
Grab it.
Hold it for me.
Okay. Again.
Okay, he goes to the doorway and he asks you to swing it.
Oh, how big's the room?
This is the recreation room where the fireplace is and the baby, right? But
You're not gonna make me roll.
He wants to see. He wants to see a big,
Is there any-
extravagant swing, and he insists on staying within 5 feet,
Oh yeah.
just so he can see properly.
no, I'm not gonna make it roll.
Is there any furniture, small table, something that's not too
There
valuable?
is so near the near the bay window there
Worth it.
is a bench that
B8
is inside the bay window.
But everybody's already got a seat.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna swing down
There-
on the bench
Take-
then.
yeah.
Yeah, kid. Yeah.
You take the seat that belonged to the dead guy.
Yeah.
His favourite seat. That's the only spare
I
seat
s-
in the whole lot.
I swung before knowing this.
So he's like,
Oh, this is spare?
so
Yes.
so
Why is
To-
there 8 seats? Bang.
so Tobin, he watches you in like absolute awe as you swing. He's like, oh, I want to grow up and be just like you. Can I grow up and be like you? Can I grow scales and look like you? You're so strong.
Yes.
Wow! Wow, I'm gonna be friends with dragons. I'm gonna be a dragon man. Wow. I'm a dragon boy. I'm a real boy.
Cool. I'm just gonna leave the axe like slammed in the floor. And as
He's sitting. So it's like, I mean, this is proper wood oak flooring, you know. So the axe is in the ground, and he's after you leave it there, he sits there and he's like trying to get it out, but he can't.
Basically, gonna
when
like,
you're strong enough to remove the axe, it is yours.
Basically, it's sword in the stone. Like when he finally managed to take it out the floor, that's when he's going to be ready. That's when he's going to be king.
Did you say that to him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because why wouldn't you?
I'm gonna get big and strong. How do I get big and strong?
Kitchen.
Bacon.
Bacon. You got bacon. You got chicken. You got balls, beers.
You're gonna make him fat.
Bacon's good for you. Bacon's good for me.
Bacon's good for me. I've had enough for you. I'm leaving. You will not see me again.
Context
Welcome to the
context
Watchers,
needed.
everyone.
It's funny because we have a sound effect with that on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Cue the sound
You
effect.
can't use it right now. Sorry, guys. So yeah,
Just for clarification,
yeah.
for my own internalness, as I remove my hand, what properties does this axe have that I'm letting go of?
So you're not sure, but when it does go into the ground, you've dealt with heavy weapons your entire life. You know how they work, and they give a little. You know, they smack. They do a lot of. There's a lot of destruction in their weight. This one, however, when you strike it into the wood, the entire house seems to rock. Like some kind of, like a chalice moves off, like a shelf, you know, some rickety old shelves, they just kind of come off their hinges. The door, the door leading into the kitchen kind of just goes off one hinge, right? Like one of the hunters that goes into the kitchen, he like comes rushing in, he's like, what the fuck was that? What the fuck is that?
Toby. If you ever need me to make sure the axe is working okay, you just have to let me know, and I will borrow it.
No, you can't use it. I've got to get big and strong. So I can use it.
Are you gonna say goodbye now?
I've already let go. I turn dramatically.
Unlucky god boy.
Donna in the kitchen, she looks a little like a fish out of water right now. She's like in this full gown. It's dirty as fuck because you've just been traveling through the forest. She's dirty. She's got like dirt smeared tears just going down her face. She's in a house right now full of these really dirty looking hunters, right? And in a kitchen just full of raw meat. So she's just looking around. Hi. She says to like one of the hunters, he's like, yeah. It's just like this weird conversation of grunts and yeah.
Grab one of those skewers. Just add things to it. Make something interesting. You could name it after yourself.
Your fucking lip there. You're like, no. You were even regretting saying that.
This is devolvement.
She does, however, surprisingly, quickly gets over kind of this initial shock. This is quite a different lifestyle than what she's used to, but she does get hands-on with the next 45 minutes to an hour. She's got some skill with cooking, and
skills.
you know, she knows how to butcher an animal. You know, it seems like she was.
She butchered a child's life.
Maybe it was her axe.
It seems like she has some skill in that regard, like some survival skills. Like you wouldn't suppose she's a warrior, you know, but she has some skills and is worth keeping here for that at least. Because all the rest of the guys, I mean, they're hunters, but they're not cooks. You know, they don't know how to cook, but other than Hani. But yeah, so what would you like? Are you going back out while this is happening, or do you want to discuss?
Please.
Okay.
Does she even say sorry to the kid? Oh. Sorry, mate. Just chucked you in a forest and...
She's still being a bit distant with Tobin.
Thought of Backstreet Boy then. Am I the only one?
Bye, bye, bye. What's wrong, got it?
No, that's completely.
Tobin may not have been Gerald. It makes sense.
Probably. Yes, that.
I really hope we're upside.
Oh, I am. I'm waiting for everybody.
You just like go up, you just sidle up to her and go,
Yes, slut. Just as you're going by, just lean over on the shoulder, just.
Yeah.
she goes red in the face.
Jerry,
Can I charm the information out of her?
You what?
Can you what?
Stab the
She'll
information.
charm the information out of her.
Come on, we've
Do
learned
you want
by
to try
now.
and charm person her? Did you say?
That's useless. I mean, it's not, but...
Is that what you want to do?
Fuck it, yeah, go for it. Do I have to roll for
Make
it?
sure you...
No, she has to save.
She has to save, so what's the saving throw for it? Look up charm person on your spells.
Wisdom 13.
The day the cleric decides to just go slightly less than
13.
perfectly good,
Such a nerd, yeah.
everything goes.
Huh?
Wiz 13.
13. She gets a 10. Immediately stops blushing. Turns while her hands are covered in blood, and she's been butchering a pig.
Nice.
Hi.
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 So, the kid.
She just keeps looking at your fingers, twirling your hair.
Who's the daddy? What does he do?
So, who the daddy?
Hani's the daddy, obviously.
Yeah.
Is I don't know how to freaking word this.
You've charmed her, you don't have to do
Who is your father and his father?
Who's Tobin's dad? His real
Quietly.
dad.
See what you say quiet.
I don't even know what Tobin's playing, isn't he? With you.
Hanging off the axe.
No, he's sat with you.
Hanging off my axe. I mean, his axe.
The owner of the largest tinderbox generation.
Tinder.
Business.
Sorry.
Concentrate.
So you found
Down
him
Tinder.
on Tinder.
No, he makes tinderboxes.
Okay. So he's not the guy that...
No.
Gerald.
Is that why you had an issue with him?
Yeah.
Are you going to make sure that Tobin's life is better now?
I'm not sure,
Why?
because I don't know how.
Don't be a shit mum.
How do I not do that?
You feed him, you don't leave him in a forest, you don't hurt him, and you make sure he doesn't get hurt by anyone else.
Sounds like there's a lot of steps to this.
You do it for yourself every
Can you
day,
tell?
so
Well, that's me.
yeah, you just add in another... Why did you have a child? What is wrong with you, woman?
I didn't have a choice.
I mean, kinda did though, didn't you? Could've just
No, I didn't.
not
Yeah.
slept with a dude. We're gonna get into real dark territory here, are we?
You fucking cast John Pleasant, bitch.
But I like a double stick. Don't.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. She goes back to slaughtering the pig.
I'm going now. Out the room with everyone else. I'm not even gonna say bye to her. I'm just literally just gonna walk away.
Okay. Alright. So, we're next. Watchers.
Back to
The
about
ruin!
about 6:15 this evening, and
Here is like as the crow flies as well.
For the sake of brevity, it takes you about 2.5 days to get into the denser part of the forest, but you can definitely see, which is where near to where you camped, where Jace left.
did we walk past the house?
No, because you're going directly down towards the ruins, whereas the house is near the mountain range. You do not spot Avis again. He seems to have had his fill of food, it seems. He hasn't gone hunting. But yeah, you see this ruin now. It's about half a day's journey. I'm going to make some...
So,
It's still over there.
have we rested before this point?
Yeah, you would have rested, so take a long rest, everybody.
Everybody needs it. I think I don't. I don't think I'm.
No, I don't, because I had a...
I'm
I
gonna
need
do
to
it
get
anyway.
back my my scary
Yeah.
feet.
If anyone helps the innocent between now and when we get there, so help me God. And I don't quote religion much.
Defiance Bay. Next year.
So, you make your way... What the hell is that noise? You make your way to this structure. You recognize it, of course. You've been here before. Inspiro, you've seen it before. And... yeah, you just follow the tracks that you've been along. Until you finally come across... What is that noise?
No, that was me, sorry.
I think he's rubbing on radiator.
Oh.
Chair.
Okay.
I'm not.
No?
I'm touching the radio.
It sounds like tiny people talking.
Something's squeaking.
I think it might be the volume on the headset.
It's not. Volume's at medium.
There. Just wobble your laptop. Is it the chair?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just the chair. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Anyway, so and you get to the narrowest part of the Serpent Beck River. However, the first thing you notice is the stronghold. Before you is a ruined stronghold of sorts. Seems to be hidden, though it seems to be hidden underneath greenery that has taken over completely. The only building visible of this 30-foot grey and worn, and its grey and worn walls, is a 40-foot tall acute roof, complete with huge stained glass windows. In the center window, there is a wheel made of wood. On the left, there is an outstretched raven, as if coming at you. And on the right is a nondescript humanoid figure facing towards the wheel, as if to turn it, but also absorbing something from it. And yes, there is a deep river. Although it's narrow, it's still the Serpent Beck. It's still deep. That is separating you from this structure. And there is one red-bricked humpback bridge that goes over the river of fast-moving water. However, there is a gatehouse ahead of you, and just in front of, well, just to the left of the gatehouse, seems to be someone you recognize. A tall, very tall looking individual, male. They are currently singing, humming to themselves. And while they hum, there's these, I can only describe them as flecks of colour. Purples, blues, yellows, greens, just coming out and going around them. They look about middling age. They have no hair, and they're wearing some very worn light leather armor, some bleached, so he's been using it a while. Underneath that, he's wearing green and purple common robes, and there is a driftwood harp hanging off his left side from his wrist. Right now, he is walking slowly up the fortifications and down again, taking care not to go near the gatehouse area, while drawing on some parchment in his left hand with some chalk. while constantly keeping his green and purple flat cap on when the wind blows, or if he turns his head too sharply. So he's like,
Hello.
so you go over the bridge.
Probably yell hello as we're coming towards the bridge.
He kind of gets surprised for a moment. Keeps saying, "Oh, hey,
I told you to come back if I could.
Ruby, right?
That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
These are the others.
Oh, okay, yeah. My name's Tethan Bar. Pleased to meet ya."
Inspira.
So as you look upon him, he's got very, very worn tattoos all over his head.
What's the name?
Tethan Bar. But the tattoos are very thick line work that goes all the way around his skull and then outwards, and then as soon as it gets to his face, it turns very floral. And just around his eyes, trying to outline his eyes and his nose and his mouth. I don't know if I mentioned, but he has no hair at all. But he's very tall, about 7.5, 8 feet in height. Oh, are these your friends?
No.
Oh, they look great. For the thing we need to do, we need to find something.
We need to find that book, don't we?
Yeah, we need to find that book.
Were you just singing?
Yeah, I love singing, yeah. And he just starts playing on his driftwood harp. And he's like, oh, I just love it, you know? I try to replicate the birds in the forest, and it just makes me happy. Anyway, so I've come from a long, long way to get a book. This book, I mean, I've spoke to your friend. She's probably not said much, but it's big. It's gonna prove who came before us. It is, yeah. It's gonna be a big thing. My dad, he said, "You're gonna be nothing, Tethan, if you keep going down this route." And I said, "I'm gonna do it. Because it's what I believe." I think that's what we need to do, right? That's what we need to keep on. He just kind of gets into kind of a passion paragraph with himself and what he's been working on. So, sorry, I do rabble on. There's these people. They're called the Forerunners. And they came before us all. Some say they made the gods themselves. Crazy, right? No? I think it's crazy. But I believe it. I'm crazy. That's what that means. Yeah. So what's your names?
Inspira. Although I think I said that.
Okay. What's your big dragonborn friend and your little devil person? I mean that in the nicest way, by the way. I think you look great.
Yeah.
Little Grey and Cade.
He does take a sip of his water skin for a moment, but my mouse falls over. He has a tiny mouse. No, he doesn't. He says, okay, right. So, there was this scripture. Oh, by the way, I'm from the Dorwine Archipelago. Just from up there. He points beyond the... we like the sea. This is a bit strange, I'm gonna be honest.
Right up north.
It's the ocean that's directly north of Loon. So it's the huge ocean that's directly
Would I
north.
know, like Acton, because of being Acton
Yes,
way?
you would know about the Dorwine Ocean, yeah. The Dorwine. Well, you wouldn't know about the Dorwine Archipelago, but you know about the ocean. Oh, so it's way north. It's a good place, make good living. Can't find a fish in miles around here though, so I'm in a little bit of dire straits. Need my energy. This ground is too even. I like it when it's moving, you know? It's strange to think I was born on a ship. You know, and it's...
You're pretty inland now. You gotta go.
Oh yeah, I know where I
probably
am.
a long way west
Yeah.
for sea.
So, this book is fabled to be in there. And he just points at the gatehouse and in between. I also want to show you guys something.
What is this? What is this book?
Oh, pretty.
So he says, did you ask him did you say what this is? So I think this has been built by the Forerunners themselves.
The building?
Everything. Yeah. And as you kind of look on it, on kind of the stonework and everything, none of you recognize this type of stonework. It is... As soon as you start to recognize some of the lines and some of the etchings and the carvings, then it changes into something else. There's angular, there's curved. There is a lot of strange... There's holes in some of the walls that have been deliberately put there. The pillars themselves that keep the walls up are kind of palisades, 20 foot around the walls. Every 20 foot you go around the fortification. There's these huge round columns that are coming out of the structure. And as you went by the gatehouse, you all would have seen, just going by the gatehouse, a shadowy figure. You've seen these kind of things before. It's a shadow, but it's slightly greener, so it's like a specter, and it just floats by with in tow. There's kind of a shambling kind of figure that's moving behind it, dragging a sword. But as you look beyond them, there is a chapel. It's not the acute building you've seen from outside. It's a small thing. You wouldn't have seen it beyond the fortification. And around this chapel seems to be 5 seemingly like fingers, 5 stones of jade stuck out of the ground and seem to be cupping, kind of the tips of the fingers almost, cupping the building itself. The chapel, sorry, not the chapel, the bigger building is that one in the back there, though you can't see all of it.
So is that what we've come to look at for the new den?
Well, this entire
Just the whole thing.
place, yeah.
Is it 2 buildings altogether?
No, there is that one. There seems to be kind of an amphitheater of sorts just to the southeast of this one. To the northeast, there is a maze. Seems to be a hedge maze. To the left of that, there seems to be a really big, not tall, but a really big 2-story building. And there seems to be a building on the outside along the left in the direction that Tethan was going. But yeah, there could be more, but without going in there, you're not sure. So, I heard tell that it is below this place. Yeah.
So what is the book?
Well,
Just one before.
it's I don't know the name, but it's supposed to be here.
I mean, we'll be real.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah, sure, it'd be real.
What
yeah,
is
I
it?
like real. Yeah.
What
Huh?
is it? What does it do?
It's
Normal
just
parchment and ink, little risky to go in there. It does something, right?
You don't know how much I appreciate history. You know, I like knowing who came before, and they say that the songs of us bards and like where they came from, it came from the Tuanua. They came from us, didn't. Yeah, he came from the Forerunners. I know it did. Because, I mean, there's the writings, they go way back. There's no records there. I think we're taking credit. You know, when we shouldn't. These people, they created us. You, me, this one. You're really, really cool, by the way. I like the way you look.
I think we were made in a different forge, my friend, but I'll take it.
No, I'm not talking like recent memory. I'm talking way back.
And we've never heard of any of these from Forerunners.
You've heard tell of them once before. It was during the vision right at the beginning. You were told of ancients, people, and that lived eons ago, timeless.
Is that in the vision of the stones?
Yeah.
Jade stones. Awesome.
Could have been those people in that jade tapestry thing. We saw people in that like was it four as well? Was it three?
I think
we
it
saw
was 4, no, 'cause
several people, didn't we? And people like bowing down to them in that jade sculpture. So yeah, probably them.
Can you sing for us?
Oh, I don't sing, I hum.
Can you hum for us?
Yeah, sure. And
I can smell you.
As he strums on this driftwood harp, and it's been kind of warped, you can tell, by himself in some way, but he hums, and as he hums, he strums the harp, and those flecks that were going around him before, they're actually strands that seem to be just woven around him, and seem to be in varying colors of reds, purples, greens, all colors all around him. And even now, he's used to doing this, but even now he just looks at him, he's like, oh, yeah, this is great. He's just enjoying the moment, while at the same time he's also drawing the walls.
I like this guy. Thought you would.
So, just clear the courtyard, and then we can investigate, yeah? Find out what's happening. I mean, I don't know who you, I don't know who you are, what's your history, but
I don't know my history, to be fair.
But maybe you might find something here. I've seen a couple of weird people going. I've seen some guy, he was burnt. He had this gray robe on. He was very grumpy. He would not talk. He just said, I need to get a divine faith. He just went over.
That'll be bad, girl.
Bad
Adapting
girl.
and surviving.
He didn't tell me his name. He didn't say that. He just said
Sounds like bad girl.
Mm-hmm.
He just said, I'm very angry. And I said, okay, I don't want none part of that. I'll just leave him alone. You know? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we know he's gone to Defiance Bay, don't we?
Yes.
That place we'll never see. The myth.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Maybe
this
got a
is the
couple of
way. I'm
things.
just going off the maps. This is the way to get to Defiance Bay if you want to go there. You know, I've seen a couple of people go by here. They avoid that though, just looking at the gatehouse.
There's a few things that hold interest for us, so we can go look around here. It's probably worth it.
Okay. All right. I've seen a black dragon around here. Yeah, that was he looked at me with an eye, and I was like, oh no, this is the end. And then he just flew away.
He's really nice.
What?
Looking, he's really nice.
Yeah, he's told us about this place. Couple things to
you
keep an eye
speak
out
to
for.
the dragon.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I see. That's why I like these. You guys. You can give me new stories. I'll put that down in my book.
We're a diverse bunch.
Yeah. Just keeps looking at the two tieflings. Yeah. Real diverse. Yeah.
Half tiefling.
Huh?
Half a tiefling.
Okay. I need to teach you something, yeah. Okay.
I'm not half a tiefling. I just keep saying it because I've only got one heart.
I want to know your stories. I want to write them. Yeah. Just
Wait,
see
you
what
need to teach me something?
What?
You just said I need to teach you something.
Oh, yeah, you need to teach you where you came from.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No idea.
Okay. Yeah. But I want to write your stories. Is that okay?
Mine's fairly
The
boring.
Legend of Cade. Sounds good to me.
No, that's not going to be the name. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, I'll write a story about. Oh yeah, yeah, it's gonna be good.
It's pretty hard to get information out of any of these guys, though.
Oh, you know, you can tell a storyteller. You want to live on, right? I mean, when you die, right? You know, the only things you have are your memories, and they disappear, right? So you want your story to be down on paper, just so people can appreciate what you've done.
I'm game.
This ain't game as well. Okay. Yeah. Something to look forward to.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is great. So I'm, and it just flashes this kind of. This is a weird blacksmith. He gave me this weird thing. And it's an Iron Cluster rank badge on his left breast, and he says, "So I can help. Of course, we're gonna have a lot of fun. I did hear that there was someone inside. I could hear voices. Like,
Did they tell you to burn things?
no, I know what you're thinking. Those are different.
Yeah.
Those are different kinds of voices
Don't
you're
kill
talking
us.
about. No, I get them too, but no, this is not those voices. This is from inside.
Mm-hmm.
Inside there, yeah.
Yeah. You just stay 10 feet away.
Okay. So I will. So I tend to like being kind of at the back, you know, so I can kind of support you all in your endeavors.
Find the nearest
I'll
exit?
hear. No, I would not run. That's. And he seems actually hurt for a moment.
Oh,
I would never do that.
I'm sorry.
That's.
Wait, I'm sorry.
I mean, we can be killed for doing that where I'm from.
Really?
Yeah. It's cowardice. It's betrayal.
Oh, yeah.
It's the worst, basically. I don't know why I'm laughing, but it's. Anyway, so I tend to stay in the back. I'll heal you best I can. I'll give you some sing songs. Yeah. Everyone smiles, other than a couple. Looks at you too. Sometimes, sometimes I make them laugh. The ones we're fighting, they tend to fall down. It's fun when they fall. Yeah. To fight evil, though, right?
Yes.
They're very evil in there. I think I've bitten your ear off enough. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Thank you for coming back, by the way. Yeah.
I keep my promises if I can.
Yeah, that's good. So you come upon the gatehouse. However, it is almost 10 to 10. So, and this is going to be this section will probably be quite combat heavy. So we're going to stop here as the Watchers and Tethan Bar make their way to the gatehouse of this mysterious Forerunner stronghold that has been noticed several times and has quite a history to it, from what you've heard from Tethan.
And go.
And gold. We'll be back next week for episode 11. We'll have more information on the giveaway next week. I'll be posting all information about what we'll be getting and when this will be going live through the week as well. Appreciate the shares and stuff as well, guys. We really appreciate that. Anyway, that was
Literally no combat in that game.
No.
Whatsoever.
No, there wasn't. It's close though. So that was
When?
Advent. That was episode 10.
Yeah, when was it close?
Oh, you don't know. That was episode 10 of Advent's Witness. We'll see you next Tuesday.
See you next
Next
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Tuesday!
When was it close?